This is the story of the AGF Paradise as they sanguinely explore the stars in search of the destiny thrust upon them by those who sought to obtain calamity itself. This is Children.
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 Of the Spine.
Welcome back to the sector, everybody. I'm your GM, Jonathan, and I have with me Kylie.
I already forgot the intro I had planned, but I am Astrid.
And Luis.
Mohan, no funny business today, why you?
And Laura.
Playing Kamala the tree bird. The squid fridge is clean, but my claws are dirty.
Oh, I'm concerned.
Awesome. Last time on Children of the Spine, the crew is back in the land of the living and recovering nicely. But now that they are awake, they have to face the new information that they have gained and decide a path forward. After a few chats with Radko, Scavenger, and Kay's parents, they decide that the best course of action is to keep all other people from Drac on the AGF in case Pythia or Hyacinth comes back for another round or is hunting more than just the crew of the Paradise. And with that thought, the urgency on reuniting with Eskel's crew has increased dramatically. Kamala does some digging and discovers that the mission that Eskel took for the Principality of Atir has ended due to a conflict with another faction on the planet of Tates, and that mission was short-lived enough that their funding has all but gone to waste. Digging deeper, she finds a redacted personnel file for Eskel that, once she gets past the redaction, reveals that Eskel's status is listed as away without leave, or AWOL, as Mohan/Luis should have absolutely known, but decided that was just a literal wall and was very confused.
Like, what are you talking about?
The only person in this room who was ever in the military did not know what AWOL meant.
I know what it means. It's just, in space, you can turn into a wall.
Seeing this, the crew of the Paradise decides to chart a course for the Chivrak warlords part of the sector and pick up a high-paying assassination job while they are there. In a few semi-phases, they arrive at Tates, a planet doomed for decay as a large impact has blown away part of the planet entirely and debris can be seen orbiting from the planet. On approaching the site of the now-defunct Principality base of influence, Mohan uses some field reports that he picked up earlier to get a lay of the land. The environment is hostile, and they will need their vac suits. The planet is TL2, in that there is a ruined castle structure nearby the base site. Using their new suits that they found on the ancient guarded vault on Tudega, they step onto the planet, and for a brief moment, their suits emit a faint glow. And that's where we are now. So you guys are planet side on Tudega. You've just stepped off your ship. You can see a little bit in the distance the base of influence that has been set up. It's kind of been set up in this perimeter around the castle structure that you found on your field report. And there is not much of movement going on there. You see some of the bases are a little destroyed. You can see the castle a little bit in the distance that looks like it's mostly in ruins. And there's just some faint hum of potential wildlife moving around, some like bugs and stuff like that, but not much. And what do you guys do?
You guys all saw that, right? Everything like got really bright for a second when we got off the ship, and now it's like normal again. That wasn't just me, right?
Wasn't that just like the thrusters reflecting?
Did we just glow?
I feel like a glow stick. Or a glow bug. Ayo.
Get out of the ship, Rasmus, come.
Rasmus?
I'm coming. I just need to get this suit on. It doesn't fit over my leg all that well.
Why? Did you gain weight?
Listen, it's been a long time in space.
That's true.
Busted at the seams here. It's not great for my dexterity at aiming.
Oh, God.
Does his suit glow when he touches down?
As he leaves the ramp of the Paradise, you see a faint glow, like you did everybody else's.
Okay, so either there's something weird about this atmosphere, or we are weird. One or the other.
Well, okay, so we all touch the ground, and then we glue for a second.
I don't feel different.
I wonder if it has something to do with these suits.
Oh!
Because these suits are the suits that we took from the...
They are power suits, so it makes sense
thing.
if they beeped and glue and did things.
I think the proper term is glowed.
No, glue. I like glue.
No.
Yeah. I like it because I said it, and then you like look completely shocked. I'm going to just keep saying it like that.
I hate it so much. Okay. Well, now that we know Mohan's education level is at like kindergarten.
Hey,
Let's
I
move on.
glued, you didn't. Okay? Actually, you did. I'll take it back.
Astrid, can you sense if anyone is in the ruins ahead of us?
Yeah, I was actually going to, that's like the first thing I was going to ask you.
I think I have to be able to see people.
Don't we have bioscanners to see through walls to see if there's like
Oh,
heat
yeah, I do
signatures?
have a bioscanner.
Yeah, can't that do that?
I take out my bioscanner and aim it in the general direction of the ruins.
You aim it in the general direction of the ruins, and you see on your scanner that there's two little blips that get popped up. One of them is not moving and is kind of like low to the ground. The other one is smaller than that, and it is kind of moving from place to place, stopping for a little bit. And as every time this littler one gets a little, takes 3 or 4 little scurries, the bigger one moves a little bit more.
So like rats?
I'm assuming I cannot determine if they're like beast or like sentient via the scanner, right? I can just see that it has like an electromagnetic pulse, essentially.
Yeah, it is just alive. It is something that the
living.
bioscanner
Okay.
picks up. And they are far enough away that you guys can't see them with the unaided eye right now.
They could be animals. They could be creatures. One of the signals is much larger than the other one. Maybe we should start with the little signal and see what it is.
Kamala pulls out her binoculars and looks in that direction.
There we go. That'll work. Give me a notice.
8.
8. So mixed success. You're able to spot the small creature as it rounds one of the ruined defunct bases of influence. It comes around the corner, and it looks like with your binoculars you can see that it is a small, like 6-legged creature. It's a little bit on the rounder side. It's eating a bunch of the different plains grasses that are there. You see that it keeps darting over to different bushes that have minor amounts of like berries as you're just watching it. And it has these kind of like spikes that they're really small on the front of it and they get larger on the back of it. They don't look that threatening. This thing, you can assume with your binocular size, because binoculars have those little like gauges on them and stuff, that this is probably something about the size of a dog, just like a normal dog, not a big dog. And it is just going around grazing, picking things up. You see it dig every once in a while for something, and it's moving along.
So we can probably assume that it's like, if not an herbivore, then probably not explicitly carnivorous. Hopefully, since it's getting bugs and stuff.
Omnivore.
Well, I've heard of these things. I'm going to roll my no intelligence.
I was saying, if anyone knows what they are, it would probably be Kamala, since...
She's from this place.
Oh, are you?
Not from this planet, but
Yeah.
from this sector.
Yeah.
But anyways, what did you
Anyway,
roll,
go
Mohan?
ahead.
I rolled a 10.
10, complete
Jesus.
success.
Okay.
I'm smart.
She describes it to you, and you, from your, whatever, either during time looking things up on the ship, or maybe like a old memory of talking with people or overhearing people that came to your home world, you recognize the description of one of these, and that you were talking about, oh, we know it's at least if it's not purely carnivorous. And Mohan, you remember someone talking about these things and how they are definitely carnivorous.
Oh.
They are pack hunters.
Shit.
And they are deceptive.
Oh, that's terrifying. So does he know what it's called, or?
Squirmadillos. And they are trickster moles.
Do they have any weaknesses, Captain?
They're weak to fire.
Sure, most animals are.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a safe guess.
Yep.
Astrid, you said there was a larger one over there?
Yeah, and I point in the direction where the larger one was so that she can like zoom in with the binoculars.
So with the mixed success, what I'm giving you is that you were able to see that one because it was like on the other side of a hill, but the other one must be behind or cresting, just about to crest the hill, or like behind bushes and stuff that you can't see.
Should we kill it?
I don't think so. I don't think we should kill it because they come in packs.
Yeah, I was just thinking maybe we if it's a animal pack hunter, we probably should not get on its bad side.
Yeah.
Because then all its little friends will come eat us.
Is there a way around it to the castle?
It looks like it's pretty much in between. There's you guys, some of the bases of influence, this creature, and the castle is somewhat in the area of the rolling hill that you can't see beyond.
Right.
Do we have any more squid?
No. We sold it, / you ate some, / we just cleaned out the fridge.
Right, true.
I was going to say, we could see if we can find like a small like rodent or something on this planet that we could use as like a bait, distraction, whatever, so that I can...
Do you guys want to kill Rasmus?
No!
I'm right here.
I have thermal flares.
Maybe we could set off like a thermal flare and then like distract it and sneak around it. Maybe we could even get that big thing to come lumbering over to see what's shaking.
What, do we want to kill it or talk to it? Or?
No, I want to avoid running into it unawares.
Oh, gotcha. Just get it, expose it. Yeah. I think a flare is a smart idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Kamala, want to go set your flare off over there?
Yeah.
I point equidistance away from the thing, from where the path that we want to take, so that the creatures can like go there and we can kind of see what they are without running into them.
Oh, can we throw it somewhere in line of sight of the ship so that Kay can shoot it?
If I have it in my sights for a minute, I can insta-kill these things.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Like I said, I asked if I should kill this thing, but if we're avoiding it, we can do that as well.
Or
Sure,
we could try killing it. I don't know.
5 minutes on this planet and we're killing the wildlife.
No, we should. Maybe we should just let it live. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get to kill something. So
I'm good at sneaking, so
yeah. So yeah, let's see if we can set off the flare and distract it, and then hopefully get the big one to go check it out too, and then just scurry past.
okay. So I feel like we're in front of this hill, and you guys are going around, and then I'm going this way, and then I'll circle back to you guys. Is that what we're doing?
I was thinking more along the lines of like, we'd get closer, you'd run over, set off the flare, run back to us, and then we'd go.
Yeah, I was going to run up that hill. Make a deal with God.
Make it. God damn it. Maybe we can switch our places.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can also I can break off from you guys, throw it, and then we can go.
Yeah. I think that works. Chuck it. All right. We do that.
We sneak up there.
Okay, what are you using to do that?
I'm using sneak because we're sneaking over
Sure.
for sure.
So the plan is you're going over to a different area, setting off the flare, and then rejoining the group and sneaking and getting past it.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we'll go the opposite direction of where they are, right? And just go to the castle.
Because if there's a pack, like you said, we don't want to
Yeah.
fuck with a whole pack of animals.
Right. I wonder if we do kill one, then all the animals will go and check on it, right?
We'd be right there, though.
They'll smell it on us and track us down.
True. All right, yeah, let's not kill it. All right.
Okay.
Trying to be in our mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
No excess or...
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that. That is a 6.
Just drop it at your feet.
Nice. Much better. 5, 9, 11.
11. That
Nice.
is a complete success. So you do get over to wherever you want to be without alerting this creature that is going around sniffing and eating and doing the diggings and all that stuff. So it's still peacefully doing that. Astrid and Mohan and Rasmus are somewhere else, just kind of observing, trying to see where this little guy runs off to so that they do not get into the way of it. You set off your thermal flare, and I'm going to do a roll.
I see a 6 and I don't like that.
A 6 in a character that you can't recognize because it's in Japanese.
It's a 1.
It is not. It is a 5.
Fuck.
So I've rolled an 11.
Oh, no.
This thing, when the thermal flare goes off, it is going to run inside of one of the bases of influence that are surrounding the castle.
Damn it.
That's not bad.
So that's probably where the pack is then, if that's where it ran.
Well,
Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, they might be in like multiple. How many bases of influences are there around the castle?
There are 8.
Okay. Yes, they're probably in one, if not most of them, because we don't know how big this pack is. Your radar only got 2.
Right.
If we get closer, we can scan all of them and see which ones are clear,
Yeah.
and then sneak and then just go past the ones that are empty.
Yeah. Did the big thing have any reaction to the thermal flare?
You can't see the big thing.
Right. Yeah. We'll have to rescan.
I'm going back to you guys. I threw the thing. I saw the thing move. I'm going back. I don't want to be by myself.
Fair enough.
How fast did it move?
Oh, they can scurry pretty quick, but not like lightning fast.
So, like in a race, we could probably beat it. If it's under chasing us.
If this thing is trying to chase you,
Probably
a humanoid-like creature will probably get away.
Okay, cool.
Guys, it ran into the base.
Huh.
Which one?
Right there. I point at it.
I'm going to point my bioscanner directly at that particular base.
You do that, and it is just the one creature in there.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Maybe I scared it.
Can I reach the some of the other ones with the bioscanner? Just kind of like checking the ones that are within my field of vision, I guess.
So this is like a pretty big region because there's 8 bases surrounding this castle that is far enough in the distance that you guys have a hard time. Like, you can just see it with the unaided vision. Kamala can see it with her binoculars. So actually, you guys wouldn't even know that there's technically 8 bases unless you did like a whole sweep. So you guys know that there's like a semicircle of 4 because that's what you can see at this point.
Yeah.
There's 4 that you can't see. There's 4 that you can see. So you will be able to do a sweep of the other 3, and there are no signs of life in the other 3.
Okay.
All right, so let's just sneak by the one that, like, so if one of them has a life in it, let's just go near the one that doesn't and go towards the castle.
I guess. I mean, I can't think of a better idea. Like, that's kind of where we need to go, so
Yeah, we could
let's go.
light up the base of influence. Should we look at one of the bases before we go into the castle?
Oh, probably. That might not be a bad idea.
I mean, you said you were trying to find your brother, and he was in the Grant mission with these people. I would think that maybe there's something left inside of these, unless they were totally pillaged by that whatever guerrilla force took them out.
Yeah, I mean, we may as well look in a couple of the abandoned ones.
We should probably also check the one with the critters in because it eats meat. There may be a body in there. Could be Eskel.
That's very depressing.
What's wrong with you?
I'm being realistic. It's true.
That is a good point.
You're being disgusting.
No.
Also, the report said that he was AWOL.
Right.
It would have listed him as dead if he hadn't gotten off this planet.
I don't think it means that he got off the planet, does it?
If they wanted to list it as something happened to him, they would say missing in action. If they knew he was dead, they would say killed in action.
Right.
AWOL means that he has not reported back for service.
Right.
Right.
But, like...
So he could have gone, hid somewhere if, like, they got attacked, and then they wouldn't know where he is. I guess that would
still be missing in action.
It'd be missing
Right.
in
Yeah,
action.
AWOL is they knew his whereabouts, and then he didn't show up for his next report.
Yeah, he came, checked in, and then fucked off. So he's probably not that corpse, if there is one in there.
Let's check an empty one first.
You forgot about him for 2 years. Whatever.
You just keep trying to kill him!
No, I don't. I just want to find him fast. All right, let's go look.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys pick one of these bases of influence to go into?
Yeah.
Do you pick the one with the little creature in it?
No.
No.
No,
Yeah, we'll
probably
pick-
one of the other ones first.
Okay.
Yeah, just to see what's in there.
So you guys walk in, and it's kind of broken down a little bit. You can see scufflings of different scratch marks from weapons. Some of them look kind of primitive. Some of them look a little bit more advanced. Like you see kind of some melted metal in some areas, some bullet holes. But then you also see just like regular scratches along the entryway, doorway, and the ground leading up. You see kind of a mix of both more advanced weaponry and more primitive weaponry. But by primitive, I mean like today's world standards, like guns and cannons and that kind of stuff. But you do see that there's just a scattering of regular weaponry as well. That could be from the Principality. It could be they have mixed, not rations, resources in Chivrak Warlords. So that's just kind of the lay of the land as you're approaching one of these destroyed, almost like metal pop-up huts. And you enter the doorway on one of them. Are you doing anything as you like actually enter?
I'm assuming we're, like, very diligently checking.
Well, then you're going to have to roll for that.
I have my rifle out.
I'm
For
not gonna
sure.
I'm not walking right in.
Okay.
I'm like watching their back.
Ooh, smart.
Nice.
What are you guys doing with Rasmus? Is he hanging back with Mohan? Is he being the first one in? What's going on?
Make him go in first.
Aww.
Rasmus, go in there. Point
He's the
lead.
gunner.
Point man. Point man. Gun at the ready.
I'm a support character.
So I will have Rasmus roll a notice then.
All right.
He has a
This is notice
-1 to it.
Fuck.
Wow.
Oh, maybe I should.
Mine's a 0.
Oh, dear.
So that is a 7, mixed success. So Rasmus, slowly breaches the doorway with his laser pistol ready. He takes a quick look around and he goes, "Hey, nothing in here, guys. It just looks a little bit like the room's been flipped. The room's been tossed. There's some stuff scattered everywhere, but it's not all that messy. It looks like they maybe got away with a lot before they left this place, but there's still some stuff set up. You guys want to come in and look?"
Yeah, I think I go in and I just try and look and see if there's anything that I recognize as being from either Eskel or any of the kids that we know are part of his group.
Yeah, so you're in there and you're looking, and there's all these kind of basic-looking terminals in there. There's a table with some papers strewn about. As you're like looking through the papers, you don't see anything that seems all that important. They seem to be like a lot of field reports of the area, but nothing that really catches your eye as like critical information. There's no real information about people here other than just like a few, like, this person went out and looked at this area today. This person was scheduled to go and look at this place at this day.
Okay. And do we see any of the names of Eskel's group?
Give me a notice.
Okay. 7.
You see a bulletin board that has a bunch of tasks listed out on it, and this one says Group 4. Group 4 consisting of whatever people are listed on there. There's a bunch of names, and there's a bunch of tasks that Group 4 is doing from this side of the base. But you don't see Eskel or any of the other kids' names on it.
Okay. So we can guess that they're not in Group 4.
Okay.
Do we want to go to the next one then?
Mm-hmm.
Another abandoned one? All right, Rasmus, lead the way.
I just picture us
Or
like...
maybe you should lead the way since you have the best notice.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I picture like you
You're a
bringing up
murder
the
chicken.
rear and all of us are like guns ready and we're like sneaking around and we're like clear around like the bases. It's just fun. I love this.
Well, but before we go anywhere, I want to just scan around like the horizon, see if there's any more of those squarmadillos. God damn it. There you go. I don't.
Yeah, so you look around and
Yikes.
there doesn't seem to be any movement out just like around the plains.
Yeah.
All right, well, on to the next one.
Okay.
Kamala.
Go up to the second one. That's an 8 notice.
And you see that it is largely the same setup. There's some different basins that are set up here that have, they look like they're used for sample collection and analyzing. They're smaller. It's not, you can see like areas where larger machines were and have likely been either pillaged or evacuated whenever this happened, but they left some of the small, quick analytic stuff behind.
Likely a lab in here.
Ooh.
Any other scanners or something? Any files on like local stuff that we should be aware of?
Not that I see, but Astrid, maybe you should check for Eskel's stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to check again for any like sign of Eskel's group.
Sure.
Whee. That's a 6.
That's a failure. So
So
this
that's
is Group 3, and Group 3 does not have Eskel's name in it. You see another one of those boards with tasks and what they're doing on. This one was more focused on researching the flora of the planet.
Astrid, you have medical knowledge, don't you?
Yes.
Are you able to see any of these? If they're like studying the plants, are you able to see anything that might help us, like either get better in a pinch, or maybe something that like knocks somebody out or something like that?
Yeah, I'm going to look at their like research and see if any of the plants had like medicinal properties or anything like that.
Sure, give me a roll. Give me your medicine.
We can go foraging.
Heal?
Heal.
Okay. Just making sure.
Or you can roll no if that's better.
Nope.
No and heal. No heal.
9.
9. So mixed success. You are looking, and one of the records shows that at some point this plant may have had some sort of medicinal property, but whatever is happening to the planet with all of its atmosphere being ejected into space and the fumes coming up from the crater on the other side of the planet, it seems as though whatever properties they may have had have been overrun by the toxic nature of what they've been absorbing over the last X amount of years since this catastrophe happened.
So we probably shouldn't eat or drink anything from this planet because we don't know what kind of effect it could have.
Right. Probably shouldn't even take off our suits.
Yes, no, I would say no.
Yeah.
We should not do that.
The stinky levels are off the charts.
So stank.
So much world stench.
All right, cool. So at least now we know that. We gleaned a little bit of more information.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. DM's rolling.
Let's
Let's keep going.
what do you want to do? You guys want to go to the hut with the animal, or do you guys want to go just straight to the castle? Or the last hut?
It might be good to go to the other abandoned hut and just take a poke around. Like, if we're going to find any information, I think, on the Grant group, it would probably be in one of these, not in the castle proper, but...
Did they not go in there? I thought the castle was like their like base.
No, I thought these were like their little bases.
These are their bases. The castle seems to be what they may have been studying, considering you can see that there's specifically the base of influence is set up in a perimeter around this castle.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Like, then we should check all the huts.
Yeah, I was going to say, it might be worth it to try and look at all of the huts.
Yeah.
All
right. On to the next.
So,
And as you guys go to leave
yep,
the
there it
door, you see probably about like 10, 20 meters ahead of you, the little creature has come back out of the hut and it's just sitting there looking at the door.
I'll try and communicate.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Is animal handling a skill in this universe?
I can talk. I can talk to it.
Who's your good boy?
Who's your good boy? Who's your bestest boy? Oh, dear.
Astrid, can you get in its mind and see if it's thinking any bad
Yeah.
thoughts?
Oh, okay, yeah. I kind of forgot I could do that.
Tasty.
Yeah, so I can see it. So I am going to establish a telepathic contact and read its, I think it's still just...
For an animal, you'll only be able to get like it's
like images, right? Like kind of like image thoughts.
Yeah, it's like image thought or like
Feelings. Okay,
Yep.
yeah. I'm going to do that.
Okay, the feeling that you get back from it is close. That's what it's kind of like, not in words thinking, but what you can put together from the pictures or whatever is that it wants to get closer to you.
Do I get any sort of like is it hungry or is it like
It is
curious?
It is well fed, you can tell. Like, I mean, you've been watching it eat.
Right. So like I'm not getting the like it's staring at us and like thinking like starving, right?
Right. It's
Okay.
It's thinking wants to get closer.
I'm going to very slowly step outside of the hut, and I'm just going to like it through our telepathic tell you both to stay here just to like see, because like if I get mauled by the whole pack, then you guys can try and save me instead of us all being attacked.
You have the heals.
Yeah.
I don't think you... Do you have connect or anything? I can connect with it at least.
You can throw it around with your skills.
I have connect. I can just chuck it.
Yeah, just
I can just
friggin-
fucking punt it via telepathy.
Yeah.
Telekinesis.
Okay. All right.
Force punch.
Then I would like to have... all right. I'm going to... If you're going to start going out the door, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
All right, I'm
very slowly and cautiously, like How to Train Your Dragon style, just kind of like...
All right. I'm going to set up myself at like the edge of the door, not like poking out or anything. I have
A knife.
I have a knife. Rasmus, can you go to the edge of the door and just ready your gun?
Got it, Captain.
Posting up with my rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I have a knife in my hand.
You still don't have a gun?
No, I don't have a gun.
Oh my
You
god.
really don't?
I don't shoot.
He's a diplomat.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, yeah.
Also, for any attack thing, if you don't have a level in the attack stat, it's actually a -2, not a -1.
Oh,
Makes
yeah.
sense. You don't know how to do it.
I don't got no guns.
Oh, that's why I have a 0 in stab, because I like my rapier thing.
Yep.
As soon as I get outside the door and like into the sunlight, I am gonna kind of take a quick like side glance around just to see if I'm about to be pounced on by a crap ton of them.
Roll a notice.
May or may not help me. We'll see. I'm gonna get a pet. That's an 8.
You do a quick look around, look behind you. You notice that the building, the ruins that the Squirmedina ran into, there's a Squirmedina poking out of that doorway right now. This is a different one.
Okay.
They're underground.
Mm.
Fuck.
Do I have any? Nope. I have nothing that lets me... I can't notice underground.
Well, I'm going to still proceed on my
Oh my god.
I want a pet course.
Oh my
You're
god.
not going to look at use the scanner on the ground or anything like that?
Does it go through dirt?
Goes through walls.
It could.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess,
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to bioscan the ground and see what the fuck's up.
All right, so we've had a few instances of you mentioning that you're still getting closer. I originally said it's like 20 meters away.
Uh-huh. So I predict I'm probably like 10 meters now.
Yeah, you're probably just past 10 meters when it hits you that maybe I should do a scan again instead of just looking now that I know that there's two of them. And you do a scan towards the ground and the thing kind of like recoils and like flinches away when you pull out the scanner.
No, baby.
And like kind of hops back, but it's still kind of like watching you.
Okay, I put it away.
No.
Oh my god. Astrid.
Okay, I scanned the ground.
Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
A pet.
You scan the ground and you see 3 or 4 other signs of life nearby,
Okay.
underground.
Okay, I put the scanner away. And I proceed on my How to Train Your Dragon course with this little guy.
Oh my god. We're gonna fucking die.
I told you you're the gremlin.
Yeah.
Give me a cute animal, and all I want to do is pet it.
All right, roll
I'm
connect.
sorry.
You're right in front of it now. It's now. It was 20 meters away. You made it recoil. It moved a little further. It's now 25 meters away. So you are now 25-ish meters away from everybody else.
She's going to end up just like her brother.
So as I'm doing the connect, I also want to be like reaching out with my mind and like sending, because like I made a contact with it, and I can get its thoughts, but I can also like kind of project my own feelings, and I want to just set like I just want to project like love and affection. 9.
9.
Mm-hmm.
You get closer to it, and it seems to kind of back up every time you reach your hands out at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's looking around just as a wild animal would, and it doesn't let you pick it up, but it doesn't run away from where you are. It kind of does the thing that like squirrels will do when they think you have food, where they like get real close and stretch, but they keep backing up, and that's what it's doing. Is anybody else doing something? We've been on Astrid for a little bit.
Food on me? I don't think I do.
I do. I was thinking about that, about using rations because they're omnivores. Yeah, Kamala's gonna just peek out the door and actually step outside, and then take one of her rations that she has in her survival kit, and then tear it open and then throw it back where we came from.
Oh, like to get it to like run away?
Yes.
Oh no, I want a pet.
Okay.
There are like 8 of these things potentially, probably like at least 5 of them. And there's 4 of us?
Yeah.
Whoop.
That's what Kamala would do.
It sees the food get tossed, and it kind of starts running towards the food, and then it stops and just kind of starts looking at you guys again. But you can see now that it's just like eyeing the food.
We should go to a different hut.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
If it was just one animal, that'd make sense. But because there's multiple, I don't want to get ambushed. They're
You're
pack
so
hunters.
cute, though. Yeah, all right. Let's go to the next hut now that we've kind of like distracted them a little bit.
I mean, that's a small one, right? Isn't there a much bigger one?
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing's happened with the much bigger one as far
Yeah.
as any
It's a
of you
bigger
know.
creature. It's not one of those.
It could be.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, could be. It could grow to the size of a lion. We don't know.
Jesus. Okay. Well.
Yeah, these might be babies.
Yeah, which is even more dangerous.
all right. Let's move on.
Astrid, we will get you a space dog.
I really want his pet.
Here's a pet rock.
No.
Oh, it's got googly eyes.
You love rocks.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
You pick them up all the time.
yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, every every enemy.
As methods of murder.
That's why you love it so much.
All reliable.
It's your little buddy that helps you kill things.
I just permanently have like a giant boulder floating next to me at all times.
Astrid, step away from the cluster of animals underneath you.
But they're so cute. All right, fine. All right. I start heading towards the other hut that we have not examined yet, but that did not have the critter in it.
Okay,
Still.
cool. So you hop in, and are you guys all following?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
going that way.
Okay, as you guys start walking towards, you see the little critter go and pick up the ration and kind of like move around and just like nibble on it as you stop paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I mean, I'm definitely if we're walking away from it,
you're keeping your eyes on it.
yeah, I'm like going back.
So it's like nervously trying to like reach out and grab at the rations, but it doesn't want to approach.
Yeah. But I'll definitely heads on a swivel.
Okay, and you go into the last hut and roll a notice. Somebody, whoever's going in first.
I can go in. Kamala hops in, guns open.
Your guns are open.
Shit. That's a 5. And I already re-rolled, so.
You're embarrassing.
Yeah, so you walk in and you think that everything is fine, and as you open the whatever remains of the door that's kind of busted inward, it's one of those doors that kind of like hermetically seals, like kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is a little busted, and you have to peel away some of it a little bit, and then you just hear and some flying creature like dive bombs your head. It's small.
Oh my god.
Oh, you want that one as a pet?
No.
Does a 13 hit your armor class?
No. Because I have my combat field uniform on, which is AC 16, baby.
Nice. So
Dang.
whatever this thing is like swoops down and just like glances off of your whatever protective gear you're wearing, then flies off into the distance.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
That was annoying.
Pigeons.
Pigeons. Kamala steps out of there and then tries to like cover up the door. There is something in there.
Dale, or was it the thing that just flew out?
It was that. I don't want to go back in there.
Should hey Astrid, could you scan this? Just double check, because last time we looked, there wasn't anything in there.
Yeah, I take out the scanner and scan like specifically like the top of it to be like, any little critters up there?
We should probably scan the ground too, because
And the
those
ground,
things are on the
and
ground.
you know, just the whole thing.
So you scan the top, and it seems like that's probably the only like flying critter that
Okay.
was kind of like roosted up. You didn't notice it because as you're using your scanner, you see kind of this haze that kind of looks like life on the scanner, but there's no large blips of life. But the room has some kind of like haze of life to it. But you can only see it now that you're closer. So it's very faint, whatever it was, but it was masking the aura of that small little bat-like
So almost
creature.
like something living was recently there, maybe?
No. It's like
Oh.
some sort of matter is like covering the inside of this.
Well, good thing we have our suits on, because the air is partially alive in there. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but there's like a haze of like life showing up on the bioscanner, which is why it didn't pick up the bat thing. And then I scanned the ground just to be safe.
And you see a few more of those little things under the ground.
But under the ground, right? Not just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in the...
Of the little squirmadillas.
You guys cover me. I'm going to go in, see if there's anything from Eskel and them, and then I'm going to book it right out.
With what? I have nothing to cover you with.
Gun.
Rasmus.
Rasmus has a gun. You're the only dumbass who can't shoot.
I can't shoot. I'm not going to help you at all the rest of this game. I'm going to tell the Chief Arc Warlords to kill you.
Oh, dear. Okay.
You're
Well,
watching our back.
anyway.
With my
yeah,
knife.
you're watching our back with your knife. That's fine. So I'm going to, like, creep in. Not, like, sneak, but, like, just slowly walk in and take a peek around.
Give me your notice.
That's an 8.
Okay, mixed
I'm
success.
never going to get anything more than a mixed success, meaning we're never going to find them.
So the
Dead
castle.
anyways.
Oh my god.
I hate you so much.
You're being mean to me.
So you peel back the doors, and you notice that there's this almost like this fungus that is growing on the inside of this lab.
Ooh,
It
there's a
looked-
fungus among us.
There was something that was broken, and you can see most of the fungus is coming out of that broken container. And
Okay.
it is spreading kind of in the most dense area right below the broken container. You can't see because there's like a big table in the way, and it kind of spreads out from there, and then it gets thinner as it goes along all the walls. But it's kind of like this lichen that's covering most of the inside right now. So it's been a while since someone's been in this building if the lichen's been able to spread that far.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
So I don't see anything from Eskel's group then.
Nope, not on the little board.
Okay. All right, they weren't in this one. There is like a weird like fungus growing all over it. So I'm wondering if maybe that was the weird sign of life I saw, because it's a growing organism, but it sure is heck gross. Let's go. I have a sneaky suspicion the clue that we need is probably in the one that the stupid little critter's in.
Well, we haven't checked around the other side of the castle yet. There could be more huts.
Why don't we go check out the other huts?
We could.
Bioscanner out.
Yeah. Come on, can I borrow your binoculars?
Here you go.
Yeah, thanks. All right, I'm just going to take a peek around. Like, just as we're walking, I just want to, like, do, like, a quick scan, see if I see anything in the distance or anything. Or,
Yep.
And then I can see also if there's any more huts. Stuff like that. I'm just looking around.
Yeah.
Nice. So my notice is 0, so that's a 7.
Mohan, with your mixed success, you start to you're like looking for anything out of place, and you remember, oh, there was that beast that that Astrid was saying about. Let's look in that general area, and you notice some disturbed ground, some pushed down grass in that area, and you can kind of start to make out a path going away from where she had pointed out. So you can tell that it's moved.
Okay.
Like away from us, you mean?
So it's just moving.
Yep.
Oh,
I guess, yeah, it is away from us, right? Or is it towards, like, other huts?
If you can see it, that means it's kind of started to crest one of the hills that it was behind. So that means it's getting closer to you.
I'm fully just envisioning those like tracks that you can see in Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
that are like the
little-
paths that you can like
Yeah.
crouch and be like,
Yep.
I see where it's walking. Let me sneak up
Yeah,
on.
the little
I don't know
highlighted tracing paths.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
it.
That's literally what I'm envisioning. Is that we're like, aha, there's a path.
So that's what Mohan picks up, is that there is a path that is closer to you guys, that it has probably recently traversed based on how packed down it is.
We'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. Just wanted to jump in quick to invite you all to join our Discord community. If you want to hang out with us and other fans, go to bit.ly/failedcrits. That's bit.ly/failedcrits, all lowercase. You can also find the normal discord.gg link in all of our show notes. Looking forward to seeing some of you there. And now, back to the show.
Okay, so its setting is to like canvas the area and then just continue on that route.
Well, you don't see like a loop. Mohan just sees that there was a
okay.
path that it took, and he doesn't currently see it.
Okay,
I'm letting you know that it moved.
Okay, I gotcha. I got hung up on the Horizon Zero
Yes,
Dawn
you did.
reference. Okay.
Mohan, what do you do with that info?
All right, well, it's somewhere around here. The big thing, the big baddie that you saw on your scanner.
Well, we don't know it's bad.
It could be. It's an animal. Most animals are bad.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, animals attack.
Only if provoked.
I mean, look
Right.
at our hands, Mohan. We all have weapons drawn.
Right.
I am part animal.
So
And you,
are we all.
you kill.
Hey.
Anyways,
You've arguably hurt people more out of any of us, Astrid.
yeah. Anyways, we should definitely be on high alert because we don't know where these things are. They're underground and they're moving all around us. We'll keep moving, but everybody be ready. Knife.
Okay, since you're telling everybody to be on high alert, now everybody give me a notice check.
6. We don't add like anything, right?
I got a 2.
It's just plus your notice.
Astrid sees nothing.
Rasmus also got a 6, so he doesn't notice anything.
I got a 9.
A 9. So is that the only pass?
Yes.
Okay, Kamala, as you're looking around, your assassin stalker influences are coming in, and after Mohan pointed out that it was moving, you try and calculate in your head, where would you move if you were still stalking something? And you are looking around, and the area that you think you would move to, you also catch a glimpse of a path, and it is much closer to you than you thought it would be.
Uh-oh.
Kamala just holds up a fist, so we all stop, and then points. I don't say a word.
I slowly pull out my bioscanner and point it in the direction that she pointed.
Awesome.
And you can see that probably 40 meters away now,
Oh, no.
which is pretty close. There is a bush and some longer grass that this thing is currently in. You can see on the life scanners. You can't see it, but your bioscanner is picking it up. And now that you're closer, you can see a little bit more of the shape of this thing. It's very crouched down. You can see that it has very long, right now, compressed legs as it is like really down to the ground. It has kind of smaller arms, and it has a really long body.
So it's getting ready to pounce.
Big frog.
Oh, frog legs for dinner.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
I'm envisioning some weird, like, combo between, like, some sort of carnivore and a rabbit.
Okay.
All right, so I'm whispering. I'll whisper to you guys. Do we attack first, or do we seek shelter in the hut?
I'd worry that if we're in the hut, we're just, like, sitting ducks.
Right.
Pull out a glow bug.
Okay.
Snap it open.
Oh, God!
No, it's like
They're bugs!
Yeah, remember we
They're
canonically
alive.
decided they're snails?
Said that they're like snails.
What the fuck are you doing?
You
Take
like
a
give it
bug.
a tap and it lights up.
Kamala has
shake it.
purchased a real glow bug at a real store at some point.
Instead of Astrid's like fucking like
Glowing bugs.
glowing bugs.
Yeah, Astrid just got gypped by whatever market person she bought it from and was like, "Yeah, this is a glow bug, sure." No. They're all the little snail things. Yeah. We canonically decided that.
Yep. So I shake it a little bit so it glows. That noise. And then I throw it in front of us because if we can get it in the open, we can all shoot at it.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I don't want it to pounce on us.
Right.
And as you throw it, it lands and it's doing its little glowy thing, and then you just see it down into the ground.
Frick.
Wait. I still have the bioscanner out, so I just directly pointed at the ground.
And you see one of these little squirmadillas just like just eating it
Oh.
underground.
I like silently laugh to myself and then tell them like via our mental connection because I'm not going to talk and startle it if I don't have to, and say one of the squirmadillas just got a snack. The big thing is still behind that bush though.
Yeah. Okay, so we have a squirmadilla underground, and we have an animal ready to pounce.
Maybe if we throw the glow bug at the squirmadilla, or no, at the bush.
That was my only one.
Seriously?
I only have one in my kit.
Don't worry, I have like 45.
I have 3 more thermal flares, but I would like to keep those.
Yeah.
It'd be great if we can get the two of those animals to fight each other.
I have a feeling that they are probably like symbiotes or whatever, where
I don't know.
they like help each other.
Because
I don't
think
know.
about it this way, right? It's ready to pounce, and there's a squirmadilla right there, also
yeah,
right
but
next
it
to
was
us.
creeping closer to us. It was fully ignoring the other squirmadilla before.
No, I mean, it probably could have been getting ready.
Point
to
of
it.
clarification, when you first did the bioscanner, the squirmadilla would move, and then after it moved like 3 times, this thing would follow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe it
that
was
was
stalking
prior to you guys entering this circle of
Right.
base of influence in the castle.
Yeah, so it could be
Okay.
trying to eat that thing versus us.
those. Yeah.
It could have also shifted its attention to you guys instead of
Sense,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's leave this planet.
Go to a different one.
No. Why don't we like swerve around where this thing is? Like, so like angle our trajectory so that we are putting distance between us and this predator thing, but still heading towards the next hut, like kind of like making like an arc.
Yeah, just swooping around it. Yeah.
So that
like
if
that.
it is interested in the squirmadillo, it'll stay focused on that. And if it's interested in us, it'll be pretty obvious if it follows us.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah. Are you going to like throw a couple of glow bugs just to get the squirmadilla out of its hole so that it can get attacked by the unknown creature? Or should we just...
I don't
Scoop.
really want to make it bait. I feel bad. Why don't we throw one of the rations or something? Or
I feel like rations are probably better for us then.
I do have 45
Snails.
glow bugs.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's just go.
Yeah, okay. I guess I take out 2 of the glow bugs. I give them a little shake. And then I kind of throw them, like, I'm just going to, like, toss them so that, like, they're near where the last one fell, but not, like, in the same exact spot. And just kind of, like, making, like, a little trail from where that squirmadilla grabbed the one towards the bush with the critter in it.
Okay.
Setting it up as bait.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that, and are you paying attention to the bigger creature?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I'm afraid of it.
You do that, and the squirmadilla moves a little closer, and this is one that's been underground. It wasn't the one that you were like interacting
Right,
with.
that's
That one's
still
like
back
off
at like
chewing
one of the other
rations or
huts.
whatever.
Yeah.
And it gets a little closer, and then it grabs one of the snails, and then it pops up and grabs another one of the snails. And when it pops up, you notice that the big thing doesn't move, and then the squirmadilla jumps into the bush with it.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're the target. Yeah, I kind of figured, but all right. It's fine.
Okay.
We're just going to keep on keeping on and pray.
That's good knowledge for us. Okay, so we're all readied up. Let's just try and just give it a nice big wide range, and we're gonna try and go around it.
Okay, you continue to do that. And you guys going into a new hut. You're now at like 2 o'clock, 1:30-ish, if we're looking at a circle.
I'll say Rasmus can stay out here, gun like ready, just right there. And then who's got the best notice?
I can go in there since I have good notice.
Yeah.
But Astrid should for sure, that was a mouthful, keep her eye on the big guy with the thing.
Okay, so let's what we do, because we've done like half of them at this point. We don't need to do this for every single one.
Okay.
Your plan is Kamala's going to look inside. Astrid and Rasmus are going to be watching your back. And Mohan, are you kind of looking in with Kamala?
No, I'm going to be looking forward at the next hut with the binoculars.
Oh, okay. So you're planning out the route?
Yeah.
So let's just do one roll for all of those things. And we're going to say that counts for every single one of the rest of the huts so that we can get through the information.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'll do, one for a look ahead?
Yep. So you do your look ahead.
7.
7. So mixed success on all of them. So you're going to learn, you keep your wits about you on all of them, but you're not like very good at spotting everything. There's little things you'll notice for all of these. We'll have Kamala do her look inside now.
9.
So
Nice.
a good mixed success. You are going to cautiously open all of the different huts. With a 9, you will eventually find the grouping that had Eskel in it, and you'll learn that what they were doing was part of. You don't know exactly what they're doing. That's like what the notice will be. But you'll learn that part of what they were doing was specifically inside of researching something inside of the castle.
Okay.
We'll have Astrid roll to keep her eye on the predator.
Yep, may as well. With my bioscanner. My one full success.
Nice.
That is an 11.
Nice. So
Awesome.
you are watching it as it is moving around, and not only that, you notice that you start noticing with the first full success of our noticing
Finally,
here.
I know, right?
Now that you're on like different sides and you're doing this for each of the times you go to a different place, there's like one other place that has a Squirmadina in it, but now that you've gotten a 360 view, you're starting to notice that the Squirmadina are kind of paired with more predators, and there's more of them. It's not just the one, it's multiple. So when Mohan knew that they were pack hunters and heard that they were pack hunters, it wasn't they were pack hunters with themselves. They are a symbiotic pack hunter
I was
with a larger predator.
They are symbiotes.
So what they're doing is they're going around and trying to find/lure people or things or creatures. Actually, that's what you'll see with a full success is you'll see another creature, and the Squirmadina will go up to it, and this other you see it's like a famished creature, like it's not like doing well, but it was clearly a predator, and it sees a nice chubby little Squirmadina, and it goes to pounce on it, and when it goes to pounce on the Squirmadina, this larger predator reveals itself in its very lizard-like raptor body, and it just pounces and takes out the other predator, and then you see the Squirmadina and the raptor-looking thing just eating the famished predator that they just took down together.
So we shouldn't approach the Squirmadias, huh?
I was almost at lunch.
Yeah.
If the big predator was closer, it wasn't closer at that point. That's what I rolled for when you guys were like, "Oh no, he's rolling." I'm like, how far away is the big predator? So it was trying to lead you back. And then
It almost succeeded.
And then Kamala threw the ration and distracted it from its mission to lead you back to the bush.
And it was like, ooh, food.
Yep. So it got confused as to what it wanted to do because it's a little chubby thing that wanted to eat, but it also has this mission to bring other predators or food to the larger predator.
Yeah.
I was almost a snack.
Yep.
You're welcome.
You did that on purpose. You know what she likes.
I
I was
do.
gonna say, you're the worst. You were specifically preying on me.
Much like a pack hunter. So now you guys know what is going on with these wildlife animals, so I'm not going to make you roll for it anymore because they are you know what they're doing, so you can plan your way around them.
All right, team, let's lead the way. Are we just gonna run into the castle? Yeah.
You don't have to roll or anything. All of that last rolling, especially Astrid's full success on noticing and her bioscanner and all that stuff, and you guys going from place to place, she was able to determine, like Horizon Zero Dawn, all the little pathways that these things are going, trying to hunt and everything. They no longer have the drop on you guys at all, They will not be interfering, or even if they are trying to like lead you around, it's not going to happen.
Well, I led and I rolled a 12.
Hell yeah.
Feeling good.
I'm leading.
So you guys are feeling super good about all the information that your team has just gotten, and you are heading into the castle?
Yes. Cautiously.
Yes.
Cautiously?
Yeah.
Cautiously.
Everything's
probably.
cautiously today.
Uh-huh.
Why? Just be chaotic.
No.
No,
Warlords.
because you're a menace.
There's warlords, yeah.
So you guys come into this castle, and as you enter
Whoa.
through the...
Oh, this door's so big. This dussy.
What the fuck?
Fuck. I hate it.
Smoke a cigarette. Slap it on the wall.
Oh, castle come.
All right, continue.
I'm gonna quit.
Oh, man. All right, so you guys approach the castle, and you find all a spot in it that has all this broken down wall, and you climb over some of the wreckage nice and quietly because you're paying attention to all these large predators that are roaming around with their little henchy men trying to lure other people in there. And occasionally you hear in the distance just like a pouncing and a screech or whatever as they are trapping other animals that are in the area with their little guy, big guy game that they've got going on here.
They're just so cute.
And when you get over the rubble, you can see the inside, and like the top of it is kind of collapsing in. It's been, as far as you can tell, it looks like this maybe got attacked at some point. Definitely not something that the Principality would have done, because they are just here to research. You guys would know that as people who have been like on Undernaut and keep looking up the Principality and looking up what this grant does and everything.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing in the grant that you guys have been able to unredact or anything that would hint that they're here to do harm to the planet. They're here to study.
Okay.
So this castle was taken apart before the Principality got here at some point.
Okay, so the Principality showed up to research this castle. It was already like decrepit, essentially, as it. Okay.
And as you're looking around, maybe it was pillaged a long time ago, maybe it was pillaged recently, but the inside of the castle is very nondescript, and the walls are very, very thick. They have just like layers and layers of different stone that are making up these walls. And the inside of the castle isn't even all that big as you would assume it is from looking at the outside, just because of how fortified this area is. There are still some large rooms, some, offshoot hallways and stuff like that you can see, but they're not laid out in a way that you would think that something ever lived in the castle, because it's almost like layers going back in a circle into the center of this thing is the way the walls are like laid out. Everything's focused on the walls as you're looking through. So what do you guys do?
Are we like going through like room by room, or are we just like walking around, or are we just at the entrance?
I'm saying right now you guys are just kind of like, that's your initial impression of walking around this initial gap that you came through in the wall.
Okay.
Is the floor also stone?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. How high up are we? Just like on the like wall? We're on the wall, or we're inside?
No, you're inside like the ground floor. There is a floor above you. You can see it through like the hole in the ceiling and
Gotcha.
stuff like that. So there are multiple layers to this.
Okay. Like an onion.
In every direction.
Okay, Shrek. Now that we're inside the castle, I am going to pull out my bioscanner again and just kind of do a once over like the castle. Since we're inside, it's like really thick outer wall.
Yeah, you do your bioscanner and you see that somewhere up in the second floor is something that looks more like those little bats. You see like little hazy corners that are covered in that lichen that you were seeing on the inside of one of the research centers, but it's not like completely overgrown. It's like in just a area. So maybe it's because there's not that much light in that spot, whatever. It's just controlled growth in here. It's not everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, cool. But there's no large lurking predators about to pounce. Okay,
No,
good.
you can see all of the predators on your scanner from, like, you point it back outside and do like a sweep kind of a thing, and they've all moved on to trying to hunt other wildlife.
Okay.
Because you've just been avoiding them, and these pack hunters are smart enough to know that, like, okay, we're going to starve ourselves trying to hunt these things. We're not going to do that.
Cool.
All right, I want to do a notice to see if I can find any 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8. I want to see if there's any, like, they were researching, so maybe there's like arrows or something. They're saying, oh, like go this way or that way, or like maybe light fixtures, that the researchers were doing.
Yeah,
so kind of like you would use at like an archaeological dig to like direct people to the
right.
Okay.
Yeah, because if they're doing research on it, maybe they're inside.
Yeah, so you do that, and you're looking around, and you do find that there are a bunch that are knocked down. So maybe this attack that happened from the Chivrak warlords or the guerrilla populace belonging to the Chivrak warlords, that you can kind of assume some of it happened while they were in here. But as you're looking around, you see that not all of the light fixtures are damaged. So maybe they didn't fight in this area for a long time. They may have retreated out of it quickly. But that's all you know, is that there's some light fixtures that are not touched, but there's a bunch that are broken kind of near the outside of the castle.
What about that graffiti on the wall that says Eskel was here? This is where I'm going next, and it's this exact coordinates.
No, that's not there, especially with a mixed success. No way.
Oh, incredible.
Should we go room by room?
Probably.
There's not really rooms here. Like, it may have described them as rooms. They're more like sections. You can see, like, different columns and half walls and stuff like that, which is why from your little area that you walked in, you could see most of the layout of this bottom floor. So there's not really rooms as much as segments.
Yeah. We should just walk towards the center or wherever has the most equipment looking stuff. Because if we can find like little base of operations on the inside, or that people were checking into or something, that we could see maybe if Eskel logged in, that he checked in or did something, or where he's going next.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So as Mohan notices that there are, the different light fixtures that aren't broken, I'm going to have you roll a lead to get the entire group, working together, moving in that direction. You're taking over your captainly duties.
Check out this nat 12. I can reroll it once per scene. Nice, 12.
Nice. So with a complete success, you do end up finding the lights that are specifically set up almost as like a pathway, rather than just lights that are in areas so that they know where exits are or whatever. Mm-hmm. There is a specific area that they were going to, and it is in the very center of the castle, as you guys kind of assumed anyways. And when you get there, you notice a few small hatches in the ground that are open, and there are just bigger than a person. It's like a grid of these hatches with little walkways separating all of them, so that it's a grid that you can like come up out of the hatch and walk around, that are just about the size of a person that could like comfortably climb up like a ladder or something. Mm-hmm. But you look down and there's no ladder in any of these, and it is pitch black down below.
You still got that rope, Kamala?
And thermal flares.
Ooh, yay.
I feel like we should probably use a glow bug instead of a flare. Because I don't know how much ventilation is down there.
That's fair.
Right.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to start. Kamala starts getting her rope going and harness ready while you get your glow bug out.
I hand you each a glow bug and like shake it. And then I like stick its like slimy, sticky snail body to like your foreheads.
Little headlamp.
Little headlamps.
I love it. I feel like the noise they make is like zzz, when you
kind of like those bug zappers. Yeah. So now we all have little glow bug headlamps.
Yeah. I love it.
Are you guys jumping in these holes?
No, we set up a rope.
Yeah,
you set up a rope.
Yep. And my climbing harness.
Last time we jumped from something.
Yeah, it didn't
not good.
Well.
Cool. So you successfully set up your climbing harness, and you guys start climbing down. What order are you going in?
Rascal should go first. Rasmus.
I mean, that makes sense, I think, because then he can cover us as we descend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he grabs onto the rope and goes on down, and he gets to the bottom, and he's got the little glow bug on his head. Those give you 10 meters of range.
I believe so, yes.
For 10 minutes.
So, guys, there's nothing down here. It's just pitch black. There's a room. It looks like there's some weapons on like shelves right near these little holes and everything.
Anything good? Any guns or anything?
I mean, there's some guns, but they look old as heck.
Ooh, antiques. They could be worth something.
Oh, yeah. We are pirates.
We're pirates, don't
Could
forget.
be. I don't know. I don't know that they'd even be able to shoot through a vac suit. They're so old.
But a museum might pay money for
true.
them.
Yeah.
If you move a little farther into the like room area, are there any other like exits or entryways or anything like that? Or is it just one room?
It's like an armory room. There has to be an exit.
As I'm looking around, I'm gonna check over my shoulder as I look through these doorways. There are these little archways here. There's a few beds in here, but that's it.
Okay, so that was like a barracks or something.
Yeah.
That sounds like, with like weapons and beds and stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of what it looks like.
Are there any other like doorways?
There's a bunch of them, but I got to go further. Am I still going, Captain? Like,
Well,
how far am I moseying here?
Why don't the rest of us head down then, since it's not just one little tiny room?
I mean, I don't know if we even should bother. It's just an armory.
Yeah, but it's connected to other things.
That's true, but it's pitch black down there, right?
Yeah,
That's
there's
why we
no
have our glow
lights.
bugs.
For 10 minutes. Oh, we have a bunch, though.
I have a bunch of
Okay.
them.
Yeah, I guess we should all go down there. Yeah, check it out. Oh, wait, how many holes are there up there? You said there's multiple hatches,
top?
right? Yeah.
There's just a bunch. There's a big grid.
Okay.
You like you like think about that as you're out loud to these guys. You're like, how many holes are here? And then Rasmus yells from down below. He's like, oh yeah, I think all the holes come to this room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he can see. You would see light coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not much.
Okay.
I see. Just I think all of these holes come here.
All right.
So
yeah.
all of those hatches go to like the armory room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barracks room, yeah. All right, let's go down.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
all right.
I'm going to tie the rope to the
On the
sturdiest piece of huge boulder near us so
Yeah, there's
that
big boulder
we
pieces.
can get out.
Yeah, that's not slipping unless someone removes it. So
I don't like that foreshadowing.
Yeah, I'm like, that could be something later.
Uh-oh.
don't say these things, DM. Don't.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
So you all climb down and you all got your slug headlamps.
Yep. I'm going to grab one of those guns and ammo.
Okay, you grab it.
What is it called?
Piece of shit.
Yeah. TL2 gun.
Backpack.
That sounds
Flintlock is essentially what you're looking
it sounds
at
like
here.
a flintlock
Gun.
pistol to me.
Yeah.
A musket.
No, it's not that old.
It's a
but
single load.
it's- it is the oldest modern gun you can think of, is like what it's about. Our modern.
Yeah.
So like
Okay. So Winchester repeating rifle?
exactly.
It's the gun that won the West.
How many shots does it have?
9.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to reload.
Cool.
It's the gun that won the West. Okay.
So you guys all get down there and you've got a lot more light now that there's the 4 of you all down in this room with your 10-meter glow bugs. And it is just a barracks. There's quite a bit of it, actually. As you're looking, this hallway extends way past we'll say that with all of you in one spot, you have enough light pollution to give you like 20 meters of light distance. It gets really dim at that 20, but you can see that it's just lined up rooms of weapon storage and beds and stuff like that. And then as you walk a little bit further down the room, are you guys walking around and everything?
Yeah, I think we're probably like exploring, or at least Astrid is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm probably just looking for the exit, because there's no way that they're climbing through these hatches to get. That's like completely inefficient. So
Yeah.
there has to be something. Maybe it's.
Have you ever been to an archaeological dig?
Well, I mean, like what I'm saying is, at the time of the castle, there has to be some sort of entrance or something. to get in here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so you guys are all exploring. So everybody who is looking for something specific, give me a notice and tell me what you're looking for.
Exit. 7.
I got an 11, and I think I'm looking for any signs of like Eskel and the group. Pretty
Like
much.
yeah, like a research.
Yeah, like
station.
research notes or like headquarters, maybe like something that I know belonged to one of them.
And Kamala,
I got a 10.
what were you looking for?
I'm looking for signs of a fight because we know that they were attacked and invaded, and if there's any sign of life that could be after that. So I was thinking about looking at the beds themselves, particularly because if the sheets are like really old and decrepit, like, okay, those are really old, or are they more new and people have been sleeping here?
Okay, so we'll start with Mohan. Your mixed success leads you to the fact that this room just keeps going on for a long time. And you have a pretty good feeling by the time you get to the end of this room, there's going to be some sort of exit because, like you're saying, why is it so big and stuff if it's just a way to get up into the castle again? So you have a pretty good feeling there's going to be an exit. You see werepaths on the ground of where people had been traveling very frequently.
Okay.
And the further you get to the back of this room, the more consistent and deep these werepaths are in the stone. So you know that a bunch of people were frequently going to this back area.
Oh, yeah.
And Astrid, you're looking around and you do see that there's some things that are still in like little sample baggies. You see that there is a table set up that is someone was clearly like scrawling down some notes as to like what they wanted to do next, what kind of thing they wanted to observe. They're taking some minor notes on the things that are down here. But again, it looks like a lot of the notes had been picked up and rushed out quickly. So there's like some papers scattered, but it's not like a full picture of what they were doing here.
Right. But it also makes it sound like they were caught surprised, but they weren't like ambushed down here.
Right.
Because they had the time to get stuff out.
Yeah. And then Kamala, with you looking for signs of a battle or if the bed sheets are recently used, you can tell as you're looking at the different weapons racks that very frequently these weapons racks were used, but it seems like it was a long time ago. Like all the scuff marks of weapons being taken off racks and scuffed against the wall or put back into their holders and the wear marks around the holders. It's like there was a long drawn out thing that happened here, but it looks like it was a long time ago.
Got it.
So lots of dust.
Yeah, maybe you even see some of that like lichen growing on some of these things.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then for the bed part that you were mentioning, the beds are very old, but probably not as old as you would think they are based on like all the wear marks and everything. It looks like maybe after the fighting stopped that there continued to be people preparing for more fighting, but they weren't actively grabbing the weapons anymore because the weapons are much older looking and untouched looking than the beds are.
Yeah, and I know that the warlords are probably Sude, so I'm looking for feathers around the beds to see if
you don't
they stay
find
here.
any feathers.
Interesting. Uh-oh.
Well, we do also know that this planet had the gorilla faction. Is that what you call them?
So hold on.
Wait.
Out of game, you guys know that there is a race on this planet that is dying. In game, you guys do not know that.
Yeah.
Right, but we know that we know that the group got attacked by people from the Chivrak warlords, and that's why they stopped the...
Yeah, we know that from the redacted information.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yep, that's why I'm looking for feathers.
But whatever dot
Right.
you were just connecting
No.
is not a dot.
No. I was connecting the dot that when you said gorilla faction, you
monkey.
meant like GUER. I was thinking like...
You were thinking monkeys?
Yeah. Gorilla.
Guerrilla warfare, like
Yeah.
people hiding out.
Yeah. Yep,
No,
yep,
gorilla
yep.
as in big monkey.
Yeah, like,
No, that's...
like a militia
that was
force.
that was the connection I made where I went, oh, I'm an idiot. He's not talking about monkey people.
No.
He's talking about, like, the tactics.
Welcome,
All right, it's
welcome
fine.
to your AWOL moment.
Accurate.
What?
Oh, no, I'm next.
It's coming for you. What will you take literally, Kamala?
It's space.
Well, it's different when you hear the phrase gorilla faction and know that there are animal humanoid hybrids in this game.
Yeah, way to defend yourself here.
They're
Anyways.
all over the
They
place.
could have been turned into a wall. Yeah.
Mine is much more logical.
No.
Yes.
Anyways, that is something that sticks out to you when if that's specifically what you're looking for with like these living factions. You're like, oh, my sector is normally populated just by Sude. It's Sude and robots and maybe a few pirates that have come from other sectors, but that's like the minimum. And you notice that there are no feathers here.
There are a lot of banana peels.
Fuck, now I have to leave in part of that rant.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up on a entrance at some point.
Yes.
Exit.
Yeah.
Entrance exit.
Okay, yeah.
A doorway.
There's a doorway that leads into the unknown.
Into the unknown. Okay, and then you found all the Casper mattresses. And you're still looking for
I found
the baggies
papers
and things like that.
and
yeah.
baggies, and it looks like things were tried to be cleaned up in a hurry.
Right. It wasn't like an emergency, drop everything, but they were like scrambling.
But it was like we gotta go, so like
Yeah. Okay.
So they relay all this information back to you, Mohan, as you're just walking around and you're like, I think I found the way. What do you guys find? And they're just all shouting from their rooms what they found and stuff like that.
Did Rasmus find anything?
Rasmus is only sitting there making sure that you guys aren't going to get attacked by something. Like
Okay, fine.
he is just ready to fight. He's not looking for things.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
He's also bad at looking for things.
That's
so,
true. Okay, that's fair.
Okay. I just don't know what we can. The information doesn't really super help us, so we should just move on. Because you haven't found any traces of Sude. We just keep finding like junk from the researchers, but not really anything promising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if is there a trail of junk?
Yeah, like is there like any like dropped papers leading away from this area or something like that?
Yeah,
Or,
like you like
quilt pens or
yeah. Like if there's everyone went out this way.
as you...
Blood trails.
Well, I'll have you roll
Blood.
another notice because you had a mixed success.
5.
Okay, so you
Okay.
don't notice anything like that. You're just like, well, the exit's this way. People walked this way frequently. There's wear marks in the floor.
Walk this way.
So that's all you got.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. Well, what do you guys want to do? You want to keep going? You want
Well,
to go upstairs? We can go
we-
climb back out.
let's see where this spits out. Like let's see where this exit leads.
Can you turn on glow bugs like telepathically, or do you? Yeah, because you can just shake them, right?
I would assume so.
All right. It hasn't been 10 minutes, correct?
I doubt it.
No, you haven't been down here that long.
All right. If you could put one by the doorway that we leave, because if for some reason ours turn off, we can at least find our way out because it's pitch
Sure.
black in here.
Oh, and then as you guys try and leave, you telepathically activate the glow bug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, all right, we know that there's 10 minutes of light, and
In
that's
that
like where we
direction,
came
yeah.
from. Yeah.
Yeah, I leave an inactive glow bug.
Yeah.
Smart.
Like
Good.
by the climbing harness.
Yeah.
Oh, do we get a signal down here on our like compads? I want to check that before we go deeper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you didn't see all the 5G towers outside of the.
So you
5G
check your...
technology is so old though.
It's TL2.
Because
Yeah.
if the walls are layers of stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is an abandoned planet. You guys actually haven't checked your compads since you've got down here.
Hey, Kay.
Yeah, I want to let Kay know we got in here safe and we're good. And then I figured out, oh no.
Yeah.
We
So-
get above ground and you have 8 missed messages. Shit.
So you just hear... Yeah,
Oh.
shut up.
Catch up.
Do you want chicken fingers?
Maybe he said, what's up?
Probably.
Well, let's make this quick then.
Maybe he's getting attacked, and he's saying something.
Can
Chief Wreck fucked up.
hear...
He can hear the distress in our voices. Let's keep going deeper.
Yeah, I'll turn it off for now.
Yeah, fuck you.
What can I do?
You could reply.
You can't hear me.
Oh, you can send a text.
It just won't go through.
Yeah.
You might.
I can
All
try.
right, yeah, I'll just send a
You
text.
have a little bit of signal here.
In castle, we're good. I don't know.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's
Castle,
it.
we're good.
Pretty
Yeah,
much
so
it.
you see that you stand there for a little bit, and you guys all stand there for a little bit, and then the glow bugs on your heads turn off because it's been 10 minutes of you like, do I got signal? Do I got signal? Do I got signal? And then
Since we're all together now, I take out another glow bug and just telekinetic like hover it in front of us.
okay, and you see the right as like the glow bugs go out, you get just enough signal for the text to go through, and you get a K back from K.
Awesome.
K, signed K.
And
All right.
you apply new glow bugs. However, Astra's floating them, I guess now
Yep.
instead of on the heads.
Yeah, because that way we're not using like 4 at a time. We're only using like 2. I can just.
But now you guys have to stay in a group. You can't like explore individually.
Yeah, but I mean, from here, I feel like we're probably gonna stay as a group.
Okay,
So-
so as a group, you get to the end of this barracks area, as you've been calling it, and there are another grid of holes to go down with.
Oh.
Oh,
Shit.
no. Oh,
Do
no.
you guys want to go deeper?
Into the bowels. Let's go.
Well, the new question is, do we have another rope?
I have 20 meters of rope, so probably yes.
Yeah, these holes aren't like incredibly deep.
Okay.
So
let's assume you disconnected the climbing harness and took it with us. So
Oh,
we're just
okay.
leaving the rope?
yeah, that's what she said.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
I left the rope there. And then I'll do the same thing here.
Can you, Astrid, could you scan before we go down there?
Yeah, I take out the bioscanner and scan,
Yeah, like stick it in the hole.
stick it in the hole and just kind of wiggle it around, just see what's up.
And you find no life other than the like haze from some of the lichen and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
No life forms identified, Captain.
All right, let's go down the hole.
Whee!
And you guys-
Rasmus first.
Yep, Rasmus goes down. Do you send a glow bug with him?
Yeah, I send a glow bug down with him so he's not just sitting there in the pitch dark by himself.
As he's got a little glow bug floating above his shoulder as he goes down, like a little like Navi.
Oh,
This one looks good too, but there's like this really big metal thing in the middle of the room.
Excuse me, what? What is it?
Spaceship.
What's it shaped like?
It's like a lot of sticks like pointing up out of the floor.
What?
like spears?
No, it kind of looks like a brush. If the floor was the brush handle, it's the big metal brush.
Like a pine cone?
Nope, not like a pine cone. Like a brush. Do you know what a brush looks like?
Yes.
There's a lot of like what kind of brush?
Let's just go down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go down and look.
Like one with a lot of not like a comb, like a brush.
Okay.
I'm not, guys. Just come down.
All right, I'm coming down.
Yeah.
And you go down and you see that this is like a really big open square room that is here. Or actually not, it wouldn't be square, it would be circular. And the top of the room, as you guys are kind of looking around, you see that it's kind of domed a little bit. Not like a huge dome or anything. Everything's actually kind of short here. You guys aren't having to duck through anything, but you could imagine that if Kamala was like any taller, she would be like scraping the ceiling because Kamala is the tallest of all of you.
6 feet, baby.
Dang.
It is a squeeze for Kamala, but not really for you guys. You all are a little bit shorter. So the dome isn't all that big. The dome almost makes it feel like it's a regular room for you, Kamala.
Mm-hmm.
But in the middle of this whole thing is this huge grid of, now that you guys can see it, it's kind of like thin, flat metal rods that are coming up out of the ground. And it's really densely packed. There's a second set of this also that's on like tables, and the tables are like a almost like shelving. It's like a shelf unit, and the shelves all have these metal things on them as well.
Kamala's going to pick up a small piece of rubble on the ground and just toss it into the first big one.
Into the really big one that's on the ground, not the shelves. You toss it in there, and it makes like a clanging. And give me a notice when it makes the clanging.
Uh-oh.
I want to know if it's going to hurt us.
Yeah.
It's not like a loud clanging, but like the pebble hits a few of these things and it makes noise.
9.
9, mixed success. Because you threw a rock, it hits like a bunch of them at once, but you hear that it kind of sounds like there's like a bunch of different tones that play at once when you hit it.
Is it like a musical instrument? That
Right.
would be cool.
I want to go to the shelves. I'm going to just kind of I'll brush the gun just like against it, like lightly, just like lightly tap it just to make sure that like it doesn't shock or something like that.
Yep. So give me a roll for notice. And actually, add perform to it.
8.
Don't get shocked from the gun. There's no like sparks or anything that happen when you touch it. The only thing you notice is that it sounds, as you like slowly go over it, it doesn't sound like a musical chord or progression or anything. It's not a scale, but the spikes are clearly making different noises as they get touched.
Okay. Did any of us get any information about music?
You play a lute.
No, I know, but I mean, like, is there a music sheet as we were researching or anything? Like anybody?
Oh,
I don't
no.
think so yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right, can I? Actually, who has the best notice?
Me.
Kamala, can you look at which pieces are the most worn down on this thing?
Oh, good point. I look closely. 6.
That's a failure. You can't tell if there's excessive wear. Like you're looking and you're like, oh, this one's definitely more worn down than another, and then you're like, this one that's like 3 inches taller, I can't tell if that's where, like, it looks just as worn down as the other one, but it's literally taller, so I don't know if it's actually worn down or if it just looks kind of like the ends are beat up or whatever. You can't really tell.
Astrid, do you have anything before I just start whacking away at this thing? Because I'm going to play it.
I don't think I have anything that can help. Nah.
All right, so it's a shelved unit.
One of them is a shelved unit.
Okay.
There's another one that covers the ground. It's literally poking out of the ground.
Yeah. Okay. What am I looking at? Is it like, 3x3, 9x9 grid? Like, what is it? Are they all in a spaced out
Probably
evenly?
Everything on here is spaced out evenly. Probably like 4 meters across, like diameter.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I have an idea. Kamala, Astrid, and Rasmus. All of you stand 12, 9, and 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And then I'll stand at 6 o'clock on the big one. And then if you could use your telekinesis to hit those same ones as we hit them physically and see what happens.
Sure.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking like an arcade box that looks the same as what's on the ground.
No, it doesn't look the same as what's on the ground.
Okay. All right, so never mind.
They are two separate things.
Yeah.
We could still try your idea.
Yeah, I thought your idea was you were standing around the big one and you were all hitting something on the big one.
Yeah, and then I was going to hit the same ones corresponding to the shelf. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys can do that. You can hit all of the ones on the side.
Yeah.
Cool.
What
You
happens?
can try it.
You want to roll either your lead or perform to see if they do what you want them to do?
Yeah. I'll do lead. It's 5, 6, 7.
You have this clear picture in your mind of what you want to happen, and you've communicated it to them, but they don't have this clear picture in their mind because you're thinking, like, musically, you're trying to listen for, like, specific tones and everything.
Yeah.
And they might not be using as much precision as you would like them to, but when you go to hit them, they, again, all make different noises, so you're not sure if that was going to help.
There's enough something would turn on, glow, vibrate.
I mean, you feel vibrations as these things get hit, and they kind of echo a little bit in the room because of the dome ceiling.
Yeah.
Why don't we keep going, and maybe something that we find further along will help this make a little bit more sense.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go towards the exit.
All right.
But on the way out, I'm going to smack all of them.
Oh, okay.
Give me a no.
6, 7. My no is a 1. 8.
8, so another mixed success. As you just kind of like smack them all, you notice that almost all of these tines are at different heights.
Okay. Before we go, I'm going to smack them from smallest to largest.
Okay, give me another no.
12. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 11.
So with an 11, as you're smacking them from smallest to largest, you are feeling the ones that you can reach, and you're like, okay, from smallest to largest, and you're like, these are kind of flowing in a way, but not like it again, not like a progression. And as you're like feeling them all, you're like, this feels, because like as you're going through and you're feeling them all, and you're like, oh, it's moving, whatever, and you kind of look at the rest of it as you're doing this, as you're trying to plan out like what next one you're touching. You notice that it kind of swells a little bit in the middle, and this is the first time that you're looking at the middle a little closer, and it looks like the middle doesn't have any tines directly in the center. And what you're feeling as you're going around is like, feels like I walked up that hill before. And you're thinking that this is a topographical map.
Oh. It's a map of where we just were?
It is a map of where you just were.
Why would they need a big map in the bowels of the castle? Are the hills rods?
Alive. With
With
the
the sound of
music.
Mhm.
I love it. Well, if they were being attacked, it could be a strategic thing.
We have no signal for K, right?
It's very weak.
Yeah, so you guys have gone down another level. You go to check your compad at this point, and there is no signal.
I'm wondering if when I hit one of these, because it looks like the outside, did something open up outside? Did we feel any rumbling outside or anything? No?
Nope.
I take a picture of it.
Yeah, good idea. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Bum ba-dum bum.
Should we keep moving?
Yeah.
Probably.
But feels good. Now we know that it's a map. A musical map.
And you guys continue down the wear paths that Mohan keeps finding?
Yeah. What's in the next room? What is in it?
All right. Well, we know whoever lived here liked music, I guess,
And maps.
and maps.
And you guys find another set of holes that you can go down.
Shit.
Into the unknown.
And your glow bugs are pretty much running out again.
Okay, well, time to crack 2 more of those bad boys.
Do we want to
Hover,
keep
hover,
going?
hover.
I guess we should just keep going
I
down
mean,
there.
let's just go. Let's see what happens.
We just haven't found any more information about any scientists or anything, which is what we really came here for.
When
But now I'm curious.
So when you say that, you notice that this area doesn't look like it had even had time to be gotten to by the scientists. There's nothing in this area that looks like the scientists got down this far.
Yeah.
I want to know what's in the hole.
You want to know where your brother is.
Also that, but I also want to know what's in the hole.
I'm just like, what's the benefit of going into this hole deeper into the castle, you know?
Something valuable, something clinky, shiny.
Knowledge.
I put up a rope and throw it down there.
Yeah,
Let's go!
damn you
There we go.
idiot. All right. Sure.
Whee!
If there's something valuable down here, I want 50% of it.
Wouldn't we just split it evenly?
I'm taking the henchman's half.
Oh my god.
Well, they're your problem.
Yep.
Rasmus, here's the harness.
Let's
Okay,
go.
down I go. Whoa! And he gets down there and goes, okay, guys, this one's easy. There's just a really big vault door.
Oh,
Yes.
I knew we should have gone down there.
Bullshit, you did.
That's it. Just
All right, let's
one
go.
big vault door.
All right. Vault, was it 60 something?
111.
Yeah. And there's these blue suits all around.
No. You guys coming or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
vaulting.
I am. Give me a
You
second.
vault in. Did you just say that?
Yeah, I'm vaulting in there.
No, don't
Don't fall.
Vaulting towards the vaults. Now you have to roll to save yourself.
No.
No, not again.
So you guys all get down there and you just see this. It's pretty big. It's not nearly as big as like when you were in the on Tudega and there was that giant ancient door vault thing. This one is smaller. It's about the height of the room. This room is a little bit taller than the other rooms have been. And you guys are looking around at this vault, and Kamala instinctually goes to try and see if there's any way for her to hack in. And you find an input terminal, but there's no like monitor. There's no UI or anything. There's just buttons.
It's like a pin pad.
There's a pin pad, no screens, no nothing.
Can I take my claw and open it so I can open it up to get to the wiring?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to do that because
All
that's what I hack into, the wires directly. I'm going to try and hack into it and open the door.
Let's roll either a work or exert or fix to get into that. If you have anything in any of those, that's what your bonus is going to be. And then you can add either dex or int.
Okay. 8.
You peel back everything, you get into the wires, and you're not like, it doesn't look familiar to you, but you have access to them. So it's not like, oh, I know exactly how this board works. It's like, what is happening here? This is some weird looking electronics here.
All right. I'm hacking
you're
into
in.
it. 9, 10, 11, baby.
Nice. You're just freaking good at this, even though it's like super old tech that you're not very familiar with, because I was going to give you a -1, but the -1 is still a full success. So you get that vault door to open.
Woo!
Yeah.
And when it opens up, you see that there is a long ramp that continues to go down into the darkness.
This Fallout.
Go.
It's a vault from Fallout 4.
Let's go.
All right. Viva New Vegas. Let's go down.
Okay, and you guys are walking, and everyone give me a notice.
Uh-oh.
11.
Good.
That's my first success of the game.
Yay!
I only got a 6.
3. I'm thinking about the tech, like, how does it work like that? Oh my god, what the hell?
What's Astrid thinking about?
Astrid's still thinking about the cute little skirmadilla.
You're just like, oh man, wish we had a pet.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how much I really wish we had a pet
Yep.
and what I would name it.
And you guys continue walking down the hallway, and what Mohan notices with his full success is he starts noticing that occasionally there are little protrusions coming out of the wall, like little stone protrusions, they're mostly stone. So there's these little stone protrusions that are coming out of the wall at different heights. They're close to the wall. They're not far away from the wall. And every few steps that you take, you hear the like stone that you're stepping on echoes a little bit differently than the last one. And you're starting to notice that as you keep progressing, there's like a tone shift that happens as you guys progress down this hallway.
What does it all mean? Are we able to record the tones?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Kamala took a picture of the big topographical musical map.
Yeah. Okay, guys, let's all run back to the entrance and then record the tones that we go down, because we could potentially play them in the thing that we in the room that we just left.
It's not a bad
So we'll
idea.
do that. So we'll go back to the beginning and then come peek, 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 peek.
Sure. So you guys do that. You run through. Give me give me what you want to roll for, Luis or Mohan.
I'm going to do perform.
Yeah, go for it.
9.
Okay, so mixed success. Is there anything that you have that would bump it up to a 10 that's not charisma? Because that doesn't really play in here.
Intelligence?
Do you have intelligence?
Yeah, I have 1.
Oh, yeah. So use your intelligence. So that's a full success.
Yeah!
So you guys have a recording. You hear it. You notice that as you're, running down and doing this, do you run like all the way to the end of the hallway or just like this section?
I would say all the way, probably.
Yeah, I'm going all the way. I'm going whole hog.
All right, so
dear.
you guys are running down this ramp as you're recording the noises, and the noises as you're running, you just hear them go doing as you get closer and closer, and you're like you see a big gate, almost just an open doorway as you get close. And do you do anything? Do you slow down? Do you run through the doorway? What do you guys do?
Yeah, is it just doorway or does it look like there's like a door? There?
Doorway.
Okay.
It is open.
Go through it.
No.
You gotta
stop.
complete the music.
Stop right at the doorway.
So you stop right at the doorway, and it just
Does the doorway move or anything?
Nope, nothing happens on the doorway.
Can you throw a glow bug in there? Esther?
Yeah, I'll shake a glow bug and toss it in.
You shake a glow bug and toss it in, and this mist fills the area behind the door. You hear like this electronic whirring happening right as you cross through the doorway, and there's just this fog of mist that fills it up, and you guys can't see through the doorway.
Oh no.
I think it's a good thing we didn't go through there.
Can you grab it with your mind and bring it back to you, the glow bug? Is it dead?
I'm going to say I probably floated the glow bug out.
I mean, you tossed it. You can grab it back. Like, it's not going to die from hitting the
I'm
ground.
going to float it back in.
Yeah, you float her back in.
Does it look okay?
Yep.
Let's
It is very wet.
let's use your powers to make the glow bug go all the way down and through the door. So
Like from the top?
It activates the sound as it goes down the hallway, and then we can see if it changes anything if it goes through the doorway
Oh, yeah.
after hearing all the noise. So it's not one of us.
Right.
Sure. We can try that.
I probably need something a little heavier. You can use my gun. You can't just scrape a snail across the ground.
Just
You're probably
sparking.
right.
Float it.
Well, because it's got to hit. You got to hit the ground, right, to make the noise.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Mohan will
oops.
absolutely be able to tell you that no, it's when our feet hit the ground
Yeah,
that noise
yeah.
happens every once
Just
in a while.
scraping a snail across the ground.
It's just
like,
ground to a paste by the time it gets to the end.
Fuck. Never mind.
Anybody have a ball or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I just carry this ball all the time.
Hey, there we go.
No, yeah, you can use my gun. It's old. There's a bunch up there. It's not like there's, I can just grab one on the way out if we
Yeah, sure.
go out that way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just like
Prop it
take
up like a
his
broom, yeah.
his old fashioned gun and like butt end down, just send it scraping along the hallway, I guess.
Wait, send it scraping, not running, but at like a normal walking pace. Because I feel like
Okay.
this might kind of be like some sort of ceremonial room, and like I don't think they would just be charging
Running
down.
through it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna send it at a walking pace.
Running down that ramp.
To make a deal with the mist.
Yeah.
And
And
you
right on through.
you do
the
that,
doorway.
and I'm gonna have to have Mohan roll a notice.
8.
8 mixed success. You can kind of hear the noise, the tones, the music, but you mostly hear the gun, and then the noise is like really quiet because it's just a gun, not a full person's footfall.
Yeah.
So you do hear it just ping, 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 and it goes through the doorway, and it just gets doused in this mist again as you hear this like electronic whirring like pop up as soon as it goes through the doorway.
And I reel the gun back in, and it's just wet.
It's very wet.
Mm.
You know what? I don't think this is bad mist. I think this is just like a sanitation chamber.
Maybe.
Rasmus,
Oh my god!
go.
Make him do it.
Oh my God.
my captain. Oh,
Go,
no.
Rasmus. I'm right behind you, buddy.
But I thought you were gonna go back upstairs and check on the music match. That's what you were gonna do, right?
I am the music man, and
But you were
I
gonna-
need to live.
You were gonna go check the upstairs to see if it sounds like the ramp, right? That's what
See,
you were gonna
I'd
do
offer
first.
to go, but
We have a healer.
if someone dies, then you're all shit out of luck if I'm the one who dies.
Oh, good. I love this idea. This sounds great. Mohan, give me a lead roll.
I believe in you, my son. 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so you definitely convince him to go. He was maybe not going to if you didn't do great.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, do you want me to do the whole running thing? Or do I just do it? You just want me to walk through?
Is the mist done spraying, or is it just there? Just already there?
It's making this really big cloud of mist that's just kind of you guys have not waited long enough for it to like dissipate.
Okay. You can just go. Actually, no. Walk down it. Do we have any more rope left, Kamala?
No, definitely used all of that to get down at this point.
Yeah. I was gonna say it'd be great if we could.
I don't think I have any either.
Can you pick him up with your mind if he goes down and bring it
Yeah.
back to us? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk down, and as soon as you walk through the doorway, just hold a note or something. Just keep talking,
Mm-hmm.
and then if you stop talking, we know you died, and we'll bring you back
What?
because we can immediately heal him.
Okay, here
Just
I
sing
go.
a song or something as you go.
I'm walking down this ramp, make a deal with Rod, and hope I don't die in this mist. And he walks through the mist, and he's like, oh, God.
Why don't you have your suit on?
It's all over my face.
Doesn't he have his suit on?
Yeah, it's all over my helmet. It's really hard to see.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
what we're saying
Yeah,
now,
'cause
because
you
I
can't-
forgot
you can't go
about that.
But you're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
alive.
Oh, it's like kind of splatting. It's not like the most clean mist here. Like not clean, but like it's not the most uniform. It's just like splat. I think there's some sprayers that are doing this, like
Yeah, it makes sense.
real sprayers. And okay, I'm alive, and there's like a city down here.
Yeah, so it is like a decontamination chamber.
All
right. I'm gonna crawl my way through. I'm gonna army crawl down.
Cool, you splish into the water that's now forming from this thing being used
There's
a lot.
gotta
It's
be
like a little
drains.
puddle.
It can't be-
It's draining, but there's like a big puddle. It's very damp as you're
Yeah.
like,
It's not getting all over my face. That's all.
yeah. He's like, can I have a glow bug down here? I can't see much more than the Pathabon.
yeah. I send a glow bug to him.
Oh,
I picked up
wow.
my gun, by the way. It's...
Yeah. And then
Your wet gun.
Mohan, you get through and roll a notice with this little glow bug giving you 10 meters.
8.
8, mixed success. You see that the path that you're standing on kind of goes in a semicircle, and it's a pretty wide path. And you can see that there's a few buildings on the outside of the semicircle, and there's you can kind of see in the middle this little vegetation area starting in the center.
Oh, guys, there's like a garden in here.
I go in there.
Hey, and you are soaked like everybody else. Astrid, you're alone.
I am going to use effort and create a force armor suit around myself.
So that your suit doesn't get wet.
Could you have done that for all of us?
No, I
Could
think
you
I
have
can
made,
only
one
do it
big
to
bubble?
myself. No, I think I can only do it to myself.
Okay, so Astrid goes through and her suit is not wet.
Yep. No,
I guess you
don't.
said your tail is sticking out the end, so
Yeah.
your tail would look like a little rat
I
tail.
have a little rat tail. I create a force suit.
Actually, your tail wouldn't be able to stick out the end.
No,
it would be
you're
in like
right.
a pocket of some
Yeah,
sort. Yeah,
It has its own like
because it's like a vac
case.
suit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it has its own like armhole or whatever.
Yeah.
Essentially.
so you don't need to do that.
No, you're right. I guess I don't.
Yeah, save the effort.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go through.
You guys go through, and all of your suits are very wet, and you get the other glow bug in here, and you get a little bit more room to see. And it is very clear that these are buildings underground, and that there is a little garden in front of you in the middle. There's no like. It's just, it's small. It's very low to the ground. It's not like a big fancy garden. And this is like a rotary, essentially, that you can't see too far past it, but you notice that it goes off and there's little roads to the side and there's multiple rows of houses, and that's where you are.
Is there stuff growing in that like little gardeny area?
Yeah, it's all like stuff that would survive with little to no light, like a lot of funguses and stuff like that.
Does it look tended to, or is it like overgrown?
It's a little overgrown.
Is any of it like the stuff that we found in the research, the flora and fauna hut? Is it uncontaminated stuff or is it contaminated stuff?
Astra would have to look with her bioscanner to find out.
Pull out my bioscanner.
Cool. You use your bioscanner and you look around, and it doesn't look like the stuff down here is contaminated by the surface.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Oh, okay.
It was sealed up by that vault. Yeah. I'm going to knock on the door.
What door?
You said there's buildings, right?
Yeah,
along this path?
there's buildings, yeah.
I'll go to the right.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock.
And there's no answer.
Is there a window, I should say?
What if Eskel is down here and they escaped down here and that's why he's AWOL? Because they couldn't find him behind the frickin' vault.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Maybe. I mean, I like that idea. I like that idea quite a bit.
Yeah. So there's nobody in the house?
No, there's nobody in the house. You do see that there's like furniture and stuff.
I'm going to like bioscan the house.
Sure, you do, and it is empty.
I'm going to bioscan the next house.
And it is empty.
Damn it. I'm going to bioscan the next house.
This one has a plant.
There's a plant.
I'm just gonna
There's
The
a
plant's
shrubbery.
alive. But the plant's alive.
But the plant's alive.
I'm turning my suit's speaker on to max. Eskel, you down here?
And you just hear it kind of echo as it just goes out among this huge cavern that you're in.
Yeah.
We can't see the end, correct?
Correct. You guys can't even see the ceiling at this point because it's a huge cavern.
I say we just keep walking towards like the center of the city and
Keep going.
You want to throw a flare first?
hope for the best.
Nope.
That seems like a bad idea.
We should use the bioscanner.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just have the bioscanner like in front of me and I'm just like sweeping as we walk.
Yeah.
And as you're walking, give me a notice, Mohan.
6.
Ouch. Do you have int that you could add to it?
I do. I have
Yeah.
1, so it comes to 7.
Mm-hmm. So it's a mixed success. You notice that as you're walking, you hear tones every once in a while still.
These damn tones, these damn musical tones. Are they the same as the stairway?
You don't know because you rolled a mixed success. You just hear that every once in a while you hear little notes.
Yeah.
My eyes are peeled to the in front of us because we can't see what's ahead. I don't care about these buildings. I don't hear anything. I am focused on what we cannot see ahead of us.
What in the VeggieTales is happening around here?
Does the bioscanner pick up anything as we're walking?
Nope. Just the normal, like lichen on the cave walls and some little plants and gardens and some, underground grass type things that are growing.
Do I have a signal down here?
No.
I was going to say I pointed at the ground, but then you said underground grass or something like that. So I'm still going to point it at the ground, make sure there's none of those little fuckers.
Yeah, none of the little...
Okay, good. Just checking.
No underground critters coming around.
Should I shoot my gun, guys?
Probably not.
Could.
Seems like a bad idea.
Into the ceiling.
No!
What if you sang?
Sometimes I feel I've got to
Bom, bom.
get away. Anything happen?
You hear that echo.
What about, never mind. Because the tones on the map thingy weren't anything in particular. It was just they were all
You have
vaguely-
no idea because you guys didn't go back up to check.
Yeah. Well, we're down here. Just keep going.
I wonder if that tones... No, because those wouldn't open the vault. The vault had its own code.
Well, if we had tried touching the buttons, we might have found out that the buttons had a sound associated with them, and we could have figured it out. But we just hacked it.
Boop, 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 beep, boop,
I'm
boop.
not taking any chances, okay?
Gotta move on.
All right, let's just keep walking. Yeah, let's just keep walking right into the middle.
There's got to be
Just-
an end.
Where are you walking?
Straight. Yeah, it's like a path, right? It's like
Yeah, so you guys, there was like a
stairway?
big rotary,
yeah,
and then there was a bunch of other roads off of it.
yeah. Wherever the center, how far can we see? Can we see like a center of town?
You
or
can
anything?
only see 20 meters away from yourself.
Okay.
So far.
Yeah, I think we probably just keep following whatever road feels like it's going towards the center.
Let's leave glow bugs every 15 meters.
How about every 20 or something, so that when we turn them on, we can see the glow up ahead.
Yeah.
And go to the glow.
All right.
Without having to waste a ton of them.
All right.
Because it sounds like this place is big.
Yeah. Let's try. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and go as straight as we possibly can off every road. We'll just go straight. Hopefully get to the center, but every 20 meters.
The rotary is a clock. What you guys entered at 6. What direction are you going?
Midnight.
Yeah, midnight.
To 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you keep saying straight, but then you also keep saying every road. And I'm like,
oh, there's just one big start. Because you said a rotary, and then there's a bunch of roads. So I was like,
so if you're going to go down every road, that's not straight.
Yeah.
So I'm what are you doing?
We're just going to ignore... We're just going to traipse right through the middle of the rotary to 12.
Yeah.
And then go down that one.
Okay. And as you were going down that one, you hear the tones every once in a while. Astrid is dropping the glow bugs so that you can have a runway, essentially. And you notice as you're going down this road that the road keeps getting wider and wider at this point, essentially accommodating more traffic in this area.
So we're probably getting towards the center of this city area.
Or something important. And that something important makes itself very prominent as you go forward, as you see a ginormous carved, what looks like a quartz singular stone with doorways all carved into it. And none of the other buildings look like this. All of the other buildings are typical stone buildings and stuff like that. Or, wood, whatever they had. Everything else looks residential. This building is just a singular, ginormous, not precious gemstone, but a large geode type rock that has been carved into.
Ooh.
The Crystal Palace. All right, I'm going to use perform, and I want to sing the highest note that was the last thing for the doorway.
Okay. How's that terrible roll? And that horrible noise just kind of echoes around.
Oh, God.
That didn't help.
Astrid, do you see anything on the scanner?
Yeah, I hold up the scanner to the quartz palace or whatever it is, and...
Nothing.
Damn it.
There's no even plant life in there.
So whoever lived here is gone.
Let's go in.
Seems to be the story of this whole city.
Yeah, everyone's dead. Or hiding.
You guys walk in?
Walking in.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you walk in and you see that there's all these meticulously carved columns, and the biggest thing that you're noticing as you walk in is there's all these protrusions on the wall, like you saw as you were coming in down the ramp. There's all these protrusions that are made of quartz, and they're all just sticking out of the wall. The entire inside surface is covered with these little protrusions, and there's little staircases that go up these columns and more protrusions all over the whole thing, and it's just long hallway that is carved into this quartz that just keeps going straight, and there's just columns and protrusions on walls and little stairways that go up to nothing because there's no floors above you.
Yeah, a doorway and a bunch of it's just one giant room.
Yep.
With all the protrusions that we just keep seeing everywhere.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to smack one.
You touch one and nothing happens.
No noise or nothing?
What about stepping on the ground in front of it?
You hear just as you're walking everywhere, just little noises.
I want to do a notice check and see if I can see any particular wear patterns on the ground.
Okay, give me a roll.
Please work. No, that's a 2.
So Astrid, you're just
Never
looking
mind.
around and you're
third,
just...
third.
It's not that you can't find particular wear patterns. You're looking around and it looks like this area was heavily foot trafficked.
Well,
Okay.
Eskel's not here. Should we
No.
move on?
Just leave this fucking sick ass palace. Yeah.
This place is so cool,
We
though.
only have limited light.
Yeah. Is there a altar or anything in this room?
There's a few little dais looking things.
I guess I'll notice, see if there's anything around it, and if not, we'll scoot. 8.
8, you notice that on the dais are all these little protrusions that are on the walls.
Oh my god.
But it's the same. It's not a pattern or anything. It's just a bunch of protrusions.
You're gonna have to... No, with a mixed success, you don't know anything else.
We're never going to solve the music puzzle. We should probably just move on.
Yeah. All right. So there's nothing alive in this vault. Bunch of music stuff that we can't figure out.
But something or someone made that like decontamination room after all this like toxic impact stuff happened, because otherwise why would they need a decontamination room?
I mean, they could just, be cleansing themselves. This could be like a religious compound in the thing.
Well, a lot of the buildings look residential. Like,
right, but it could still be like a religious,
maybe
like it's just like for Mormons specifically, you go in and you like go and do like a bath before you do everything.
Right, but like you don't do that when you enter your house.
Right, but they could.
All right, someone give me a notice as we're all talking.
Nah, shit.
6.
Oh,
Is this a new scene?
No.
I got an 11.
8.
Okay, 11.
Yay!
Mohan hears a bunch of clicking really quickly, just like click, 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 click,
God.
just really fast in a split second. Kamala, you were just listening very intently to what they were saying. And Astrid, you also hear the clicking, and you look up quick enough to see it, but all the protrusions on the wall have all moved. They're all in different spots now, including all the ones on the dais. Actually, no, the dais ones don't move. Only the ones on the wall move.
Hey guys, the walls just shifted.
So maybe it's on a timer, which means it's time to get out.
I agree. It's time to go.
We're going.
There's got to be an end.
Let's get out of here.
You going deeper or are you leaving?
There's nowhere deeper to go.
There is deeper to go.
Yeah, we're
There's
only
a
like to the
huge
center of the
hallway
city. Yeah.
that just like burrows through this thing.
Oh.
Keep going.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
All right, gonna need you all to give me another notice.
7.
7 also.
6. God damn it.
Damn.
So the mixed successes. So for the mixed successes, as you guys are walking, you guys are paying more attention to these clicks that are happening. And as you keep going through this hallway, the entire wall is covered in them. There's all these little daises everywhere. You continually notice that the daises aren't changing, but the walls are constantly, like, every few minutes just click, 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 click. Now that you know to look at them when they click, you do notice that there's, like, these patterns that show up every time the walls click, and they all click and shift, and all the protrusions just keep coming out of the wall probably every 5 minutes as you walk, and you've been walking for, like, probably 10 minutes, just enough time to change your glow bugs. So you guys take a stop to change your glow bugs, and Astrid and Mohan, you think you hear something coming from down the hallway.
Like what? Like a...
Sounds like steps.
Hello?
Oh no.
Rasmus, get your gun out.
Got it, guns up.
I shake a third glow bug and float it down towards that noise.
You float it down, and the noise gets a little bit louder, and you're hearing... And from at the end of the hallway, you see something turn the corner. So the glow bug is there, and they kind of blink their eyes a little bit, but they don't seem to pay attention to the glow bug, and they're...
What does it look like?
And they're little short, maybe like 4.5 foot tall bipedal things that you've never seen before in your life.
All right. I'm going to shout super loud.
No.
No. I can, if my mouth can make the movements, I can communicate with it once I establish a contact.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Well, I was going to scream loud.
And I can see it now.
Yeah.
So I can establish a telepathic contact with it.
Yeah.
You can.
And
So expend your effort to do that.
I don't have to anymore.
Not at all.
That's what
You haven't practiced with these things.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting things confused. Yes, you're right. And it can make a mental save against
Against being read.
Yeah.
They are actually going to do that.
Shit.
They do not beat it.
Ah.
So what are you doing with your telepathic contact?
I wanna understand what it's saying.
So you're trying to understand what it's saying, and you can do that as long as your mouth can make the noises.
Yes, as long as I am physically capable of making those noises, I can understand language.
Okay, so you're trying to understand what they're saying, and even in their heads, it sounds like and you're like trying to figure out, oh, is that something that I can do or whatever? And you are noticing that like in their brains, they're talking like very softly to each other. You guys are like barely hearing this echoing through this very huge stone chamber, and you have a really hard time understanding. It's like your mouth can't make all the noises that they can,
Okay.
but it can make some of them. So give me a telepathy roll to try and like push through this and like delve deeper into your, okay, I can do some of this, so I'm going to really focus on what I can do.
That's an 8.
An 8 is a mixed success, so you decode it. You kind of decode their language a little bit. You hear that they are talking about scripture.
You were
I
right.
knew it was religious.
Okay.
We're in a church.
Yep.
They have not noticed you guys yet.
I am going to keep the contact, but attempt to use their language out loud and garble together what I can to be like, hello.
Okay, so
kind of
your roll another telepathy for me, because now you're going to try and out loud use their language for what you can.
Yep. It's only a 6.
So that's a failure. So are you actually going to try and speak it now?
Well, I was.
So you are going to try and speak it. So make some noises. And I'm going to roll a notice to see if they can hear that far. And they can. So they all of a sudden just...
And what of that can I understand?
You hear, you are you! You are you! What are you doing?
I fucking hate you!
Yeah, you yum yum!
You gotta do it. What are they saying, Kamala? I don't know.
I don't know.
No. I
Astrid.
am not playing your sicko game.
Astrid.
I'm not doing it. No.
You played it
We can
earlier.
die here. It's fine. I'm not fucking doing it.
Are you yum your fist?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Kamala's raising her gun because she doesn't know
come
what's
on.
happening.
No.
Yum year.
Oh, that sounds menacing.
Yum year.
Rasmus, get your gun ready too.
Astrid, what's happening?
I got it up.
I tell them to I say, okay, I can sort of understand them. This seems to be some sort of like holy place, so Mohan, you were right. They seem very excited that we're from the surface, so don't shoot them just yet. I'm gonna get a little closer.
Can you talk to them?
Do you want to die in real life?
Can you talk to them?
Do you want to die in real life?
Can
All right. So
you-
at this point, you guys are conversing for a little bit, and you can hear them. Like that's what you guys hear, just all the clenching and clacking and
Yeah.
And Astrid, you're starting to hear that, or you're feeling from your telepathic contact that they're getting nervous now, and they're getting a little bit, they're getting closer, and you can hear that they're doing these clicks that are like.
Oh, I don't know what the clicking is.
This sounds
And,
terrible.
And they're so yeah, you guys are like freaking out. You guys got your weapons up. Rasmus is like, "What the fuck am I doing? Like, are we gonna do anything?" And you hear after a little bit of that clicking, the two beings that were down there conversing, they recoil and they start backing up and they go, "You got weapons! You got weapons!
No, guys, put them down,
Yo
put them
harm!
down."
Yo harm! Yeast!
Yes.
Astrid, you gotta start talking or we're gonna start shooting.
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
You gotta start talking or we're gonna
I
start
don't
shooting.
want to do your bullshit language.
I mean, I'll put my gun down because Astrid said so.
Yeah, you just
I
have to,
did. I told you guys to put your
Yeah,
guns
I
down.
put
Okay,
my
okay,
gun
all right,
down.
all right. Stand down, but also
Put them down.
I'm gonna give you like 5 minutes, then I'm gonna start shooting. It's an underground race.
You yuck.
You tell that to the priests?
No, I tell that to my husband.
I got
In their
people to-
language, I say, we come in peace.
there you go. Yo. All right, you Yaza?
What?
Are we with the Taza?
Who are the Taza?
From the evil guys from the beginning? Well, not the evil. That's the people from the
No, those are the Terrans.
Oh, Terrans, yeah, no. I thought they were Taza.
Because you guys are out of character, you guys are talking about this, so I'm going to inform you out of character. He's saying that he thinks it's Taza. Taza were the priests that were saying the Terrans are coming.
Oh, okay.
Taza is the group that Ingrid and Vellum had like stolen one of the priests. Taza is the group that you met on Fornhagi again that was saying that their god is inside of Undernot and they don't know what's going on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the god's here.
Yeah, you with Yaza.
We've met them.
Yendley?
Yeah, they seemed friendly. Or are we friendly? We're friendly.
Your ship?
I look at you guys and go, do we come to worship?
Sure.
I would answer with a question about others from the surface.
Have others come here recently? Or has it just
Here
been
are
you?
others here, yow.
Do they look like us? And I gesture to like the rest of the group.
Yeah, you're not ye you.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, you're not ye.
Aha.
Ye are yind.
Do they speak your language?
Yin yays.
Okay. Can you take? I've been looking for my brother, my sibling.
Yo, yay.
And
Sure.
at one point he was on this planet. Can you take us to the other worshippers?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I'm going with them, guys.
Going with you because I don't speak their language.
There are other worshippers here.
Yes, Yun.
Just one?
Yes, Yun.
Oh. Well, there's another worshiper here. We may as well go find out who they are.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Lead on.
Yum this yay. Yum this yay. And you guys walk, and you guys are this whole time are just
Yeah.
and like you're doing this like weird like clock, click, 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 clock, click, click, click.
Very stunted. Yeah.
Yep. Astrid, are we sure we're good with this?
We'll find out.
Did you figure out what everything was about going on with the noises?
Oh, no, I didn't ask about the noises.
Okay.
I probably should have in retrospect. but
Keep
it's
your
too
gun
late.
ready.
They seemed very terrified of the weapons. They're also like, unless they're hiding things up their butts or something, like they're unarmed. So,
They're
like,
also completely not clothed now that you're getting closer to them.
like unless they're hiding something in an orifice.
Yep, and you
They're
notice
unarmed.
that as you get close to them, now that you're like approaching and starting to walk with them and follow them, they're 4.5 feet tall. They have this orangey pink flesh that has it looks like it's kind of hard but not really, and it has all these like layers and segments to them. They almost look bug-like, but they don't look like Bikaku. They kind of have those features as if they were more flesh than like hard shell. They're less chitinous. They have these really narrow faces with these very sturdy, multiple mandibled beaks that they're using to click and speak, kind of a thing. But you can see that underneath all of that, they have like a flesh tongue and like cheek, and that's why you can kind of speak half of their language, because they have some of the mouth parts that you do. But they seem to do a lot of their communicating through the hard smacking noises. So like you were trying to replicate that with like your teeth or something like that as you're making noise.
How big did you say they were?
They're like 4.5 feet tall. They're short.
They're like Falmer.
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
How did they know we had weapons if they're blind?
You don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that. That's a good question, though.
I did something that you could put together as the reason they know, but you don't know.
Well, I mean, like, they did make that recoil after you guys like raised your weapon, so maybe it was like some of the sounds from the
airwaves,
the things,
Yeah,
or what
yeah.
ticked them off. But
I assume some sort of
And then
sonar.
And then after you guys did that, they made clicking that I specifically said Astrid could not understand.
oh yeah, that's true. Echolocation.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
And you guys follow him?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, and you follow, and it eventually comes to this turn that has like a bunch of other things, and the walls still keep moving, and you still keep hearing little noises as you're walking. And give me a notice or a no. Actually, a no. It would have to be a no at this point.
I don't have any notes.
No intelligence.
10, 11 then.
Nice. So Mohan has finally cracked the case.
It ain't me.
Mohan has finally cracked it based on the way they're walking in the hallways they're going down. Every time they take a turn, it makes the same noise as the last time they took a turn. So all of you've finally put it together that all of these noises that you were hearing were alerts as to where they are and the paths that they're taking and where they're going and where they lead to. So this way they can navigate without having to have any sort of visual cues. They have
So
audio cues that tell them where
They
they're going.
follow the same tone, and each path has a tone.
Yep.
Yeah. So like if I was going to go to the bathroom, it would all sound the same as I walk towards it.
Yep.
That's cool.
So that's how they're navigating this area, and they take a few turns, and eventually you start hearing more hushed noises, more as you're walking down, and you eventually find this open auditorium essentially as you walk in, and there's probably about 75-ish if you were just to gauge the crowd size. There's like 75 of these little beings that are just sitting in a relaxed but like a worshiping praise. They're relaxed but in a pose that indicates that they're all very intently listening or doing something in unison together. And as you look at this auditorium, give me a notice, everybody.
One of these things is not like the other.
4.
Fuck, that's a 2.
10.
Nice. So Kamala notices. Now, Kamala is good at, once she starts getting information, she starts putting together a lot of the information. It's part of your, being a hacker, being an assassin, looking out for little clues kind of a thing. So you've had enough little information fed to you that you can now see that the walls, as you're still paying attention to them, the little protrusions still exist on the outside of this this auditorium wall. And you notice that they're in very specific blocks. So there's specifically gridded out areas that all of these patterns are in. And as you're looking and sweeping across the gridded areas, because you're like, okay, we kind of know what these things are. I did a quick glance. They're all doing something. I don't have to worry about them. You're not like on edge about if they're going to like suddenly pop up and do something, because they're all very focused on what they're doing. And you're paying attention more to the walls and the protrusions. And as you sweep across, you start noticing that the walls and protrusions start losing that grid pattern as they get to the stage area of this auditorium. And on the auditorium, you'll all see the person. Like, it just takes you guys longer. Kamala's doing a more strategic sweep.
I'm very distracted by other things.
Yep. You've got a lot of language that you partially understand happening right now.
Info overload.
Yeah. Kamala, you're the first to spot them, and they are definitely wearing the robes that you have seen before of people that are from Taza. And not only are they from Taza, they are a Sudé. So they are very tall and kind of, if they were in any other room in this area, they're even taller than you are. They would have to like hunch to get down here. And they are currently, with their back towards everybody, studying the different protrusions on the wall, specifically in this stage area, as the little creatures are doing their own thing.
And she says in Sudé, "Who are you?" Like very kind of accusatory almost, because like, what the fuck?
I haven't heard a voice like mine in a few weeks.
Weeks? Only weeks?
Just weeks. How did you get here?
We came down the castle. How did you get here?
I mean, in the larger sense. Why did you get here? What did you come for on a desolate planet?
Well, curiosity killed the cat.
And then I'll switch to common, basically, and say, "We are looking for Eskel. Do you know who that is?"
He looks like me, just male.
I have a hard time seeing what you look like.
Is he blind?
You're wearing a suit.
They're in a suit, yeah. It's also dark.
Ah, yes.
There are no lights here.
Fair.
I am a Sudé as well. My name is Kamala.
Hello, Kamala. What a nice name for us today.
Your voice is terrifying,
What?
FYI. It sounds so menacing.
What is your name? Who are you?
My name is Mother Doria.
At this point, I'll approach the stage and like come closer to her. I know we're wearing vac suits and stuff, but is there like a visor I can take down? Yeah, I'll definitely take down my visor so she can see me. We are trying to find Eskel, like I said.
There were some others here when I first arrived.
Like here? Like in this temple here or on this planet here?
I was following a ship that turned around after the others left. It led me down here. I've been following the Principality for a while. Now what are you doing here? I do not feel like I need to give any more information. I've been very forthcoming.
And we appreciate that, Mother Doria. We are trying to find our crew, but we kind of got lost down here. I glance at Mohan like, I'm not a talker. Please help.
Yeah. I'm Mohan. Hello.
Are you gonna answer my questions?
Yes, I will. Like we've said a couple of times now, we're here to find her brother. And so we know that on the surface there was an attack. Her brother was part of that team that was up there. but we have no clues as to where they've gone because they're missing from the principality. So we decided to come here to investigate, and we just kept going down holes and ended up here.
It's like Swiss cheese up there.
Yes, there are a lot of holes. There's a very clear path to come here.
Well, if they left the principality, they must have been the ones that I followed down here.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. So that's why we came.
Where did they go? Do you know where they went after?
Will you leave if I tell you?
Do you want us to leave?
It is one of those things that I would say, it's join me or die.
Yes, we will leave if you could just tell us what direction they went.
No joining, really.
Well, I will take a pamphlet.
We'll join or die. We'll join.
Well, we have to leave. If we join, we can't leave. They just gave us the option to leave.
That's true. Well, join or die. Did you kill them?
That's kind of a rude question to ask, Astrid.
Well, we were just told it was join or die.
But she said they left.
Yeah.
But why were you really dragged here?
Dragged? We weren't.
Knowledge.
Roll diplomacy.
Oh, yeah.
Reroll ones on negotiations or diplomacy. No common languages. Learn other in a month. Yeah. Okay. That's with my talk, right? Do I add... You know what? I'll add my intelligence because I am religious.
What about your charisma?
No, because I'm not trying to like sweet talk right now. I'm just trying to like talk. So I want to roll my intelligence, even though it's less. 5, 9, 10.
So that's a complete success. So say what you want to say to her.
Yeah. We came down here for knowledge, and in no way are we trying to interrupt your religious proceedings. Although I like the vibes, I think we just want to know if anybody came through, where they're going, and if you need anything, we can do our best to provide it.
The vibes is what I was mostly talking about.
Yeah, good vibes.
Do you know why your vibes brought you here?
Nope.
Maybe you were meant to be here with me.
And you see that she turns around and starts studying the walls again and clicking on and like feeling some of the protrusions that are on this wall. And she's like muttering to herself as she's like clicking on them and keeps looking back at you all.
I want to see if I can roll no. Yeah, I'm going to roll no to see if the protrusions look like the galaxy, like a map, another map. 8. Damn it.
This area can be a new scene.
Okay. Because I'm wondering if they know about Pythia and the dragon. Worse.
Oh, no.
I think this one might be a failure, yeah. 2, 5, yeah. That one's
Nope. So you look and you're just like, nope, just looks like scattered shit on the wall, like all the different buttons, like I've been seeing everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what's happening to the Great Willow? Is that why you are here?
Oh, good question.
The Great Willow. You've seen it?
Haven't we all?
Spiritually, yes. But not physically.
Do you want? Never mind.
Do not ask if I want to die.
No, wait. Let me rephrase. Sorry. I have healing abilities. So when she says she's seen the Great Willow, she means she's quite literally died and come back to life.
All right.
So, like, when I was going to say, do you want to, I meant I can bring you back. Not, do you want me to kill you? I'm sorry. I didn't think.
Do you have like a negative 10 in charisma?
This is like me when I was trying to flirt with Abigail.
It's like, no. We can murder you.
I can kill you and bring you back?
No. Come on, I think you should tell them about the Great Willow
Your
and what's
fever
going
dream?
on with it.
If she does not know, then she is not meant to know.
Oh.
Well, we got brought here for a reason.
What are you doing here? I know you came here, why you came here, but what are you doing now with the wall?
If you were a follower, you would know. It seems as though the other group was able to figure it out. They left in quite a rush.
Which way did they leave?
There's only one way out.
Oh, damn. Did the others introduce themselves?
No, I tried not to be seen by them.
Could you see what they looked like?
I mean, yes, but why should I give you that information?
I just want to find my brother.
I'm trying to figure out what they saw. I believe they were called here for a purpose, and I'm trying to figure it out.
Does a dragon egg mean anything to you?
She immediately hyper bristles when you say a dragon egg. Just extremely perks up at that, just pulls herself. She was like hunched over, like looking at all of these things, and she just completely straightens to her full height. She's like 9 feet tall.
I knew you were here for a reason.
Yeah, I could feel it. I can feel the connection between us.
Have you thought about joining Taza?
Yeah, I have thought about it.
I think we could be mutually beneficial to each other.
Hey, Kamalish, is this right? Is this how you guys act?
I'm going to use my telepathic contact and try and see.
I feel like she's going to have really high mental. I don't know if that's a good idea. She's a priestess who knows about the dragon egg. I feel like, what happens if you fail?
Nothing. They just know.
I think they just know.
If they have any psychic abilities, they know that you just tried to infiltrate their mind. So, like, they don't know that, like, oh, she's just trying to read my general feelings. They just feel someone tried to penetrate my innermost self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like that'd be a bad...
I would not recommend it.
Yeah. Mother Doria.
Yes.
Sign us up.
Can you come up here?
Yes. Connect with my mind.
Oh, dear.
What?
Can you connect with my mind? Can we just talk?
That feels like a trap.
No, I mean,
he seems to think all priests are telepaths. I don't know why.
Interesting fellow. Now get up here. You said you had the vibe.
Yeah.
The vibe. Jesus.
I go up there. I'm vibing.
Which one of these sight stones would you press?
The purple one.
They're all the same color. And it's not purple. Maybe I have made a mistake.
No. And then I'm going to grab number... I'm going to count. Is it like a big row? Like, how does it look?
No, Kamala noticed that everything was kind of organized as it got to the stage, but then all of the protrusions on the wall get very disorganized when it gets to the stage.
Okay. So how many are on the wall?
Thousands.
194. That's the one I want to pick.
You grab one and you touch it, and it doesn't seem like anything happens as you touch it. I rolled a luck thing to happen to see if you touch the right one. You think that you're about to like wipe your hand over a few of them and like figure out what it is, and then you just have this impulse, and you pick one and you touch it. And when you do, you see a ripple of all of these protrusions just go back into the wall, just out in a circle around the whole room. What you see is they all start reforming in this unorganized area. They end up reforming into more direct images.
This must have been what the others found. Yes, good. I knew I could get you to do this.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, teamwork.
A planet forms, and it looks like, with all the little dots, it looks like vaguely how Tate's looked when you showed up to it, except it doesn't have a gaping hole in it anymore. And you're watching as time just seems to be like fast forwarding as these little dots like ripple, as if the stars are all like moving fast. And as time goes on, eventually you see just little like flitters that look like they could be comets. As time goes on, the flitter gets closer and it starts to take a shape. And that's when you see the rough formation of a dragon flying through space as it kind of cycles around. And behind it, you see these little dots pop up. And the dots end up getting closer and closer, and they look like ships. And there are ships chasing this dragon around this big mosaic of little popping out protrusions that you're seeing. And she's just standing back, and you just hear her just kind of like cackling to herself, just
yes, finally I found one.
In both of your heads, you just hear Astrid go, "This is bad. This is so bad." bad.
I'm going to start cackling too.
Just keeping the what is
The vibes.
Yeah, the vibes, the camaraderie going here.
Sitting next to her.
And what you end up seeing is this whole scene playing out as this dragon is fighting back and escaping these ships that are chasing it, and eventually it destroys enough of them and starts heading back out into space. And you see that there's still a few that are straggling and chasing it, and this you see these little rings open up and more ships come out of it, and they just chase them out into the distance. And then she goes,
"Oh, I guess that's it. So, that doesn't answer very many of my questions. What did they see?"
and then right as she says, "What did they see?" out in the distance, in the little pixels, essentially, there is a huge split that ripples in the far distance of the galaxy. Just a giant bang happens, and then little tiny splits end up forming all around this one, just as far as you can tell, far in the deep mosaic. It's all the little blips are very small, but the big one is like splitting the wall in half at this point. And you see Tate's as it is just like in the foreground, and all of a sudden the big gap just disappears. And when it does, there's these little like hurling bits that come out, and you see one of them strike Tate's, and the giant crater forms on Tate's to what it looks like today. And then she turns to you and she's like,
"That's what they saw. The split. I wonder what this means for its resurrection."
What's resurrection?
The dragon,
Oh, okay. Sure.
our god.
Pardon me?
Since you were called here by the vibes, I think it's safe that you may be someone who could help with their resurrection. That is the god Zugaltha Ayatangan.
"Remember when you were in a chapel a long time ago underground, and you found an old book, and the only thing that you could pry out of it before it disintegrated as you inspected it was the name Zugaltha?"
Oh, fuck. Yeah, and then we got attacked by that, like, weird spider thingy, mabopper.
Yeah. That's our first mission.
Yeah. Okay, well, now I'm terrified.
Do you know what those were that chased Zugaltha?
She's now like looking directly in Astrid, like hunched down, like looking directly in Astrid's eyes, as like she was the one who scored the highest on the knowing. So she like noticed when she said Zugaltha that Astrid kind of perked up a little bit.
Tell me, child.
I found that name in a book on, I don't even, the planet with the death flowers?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
That was the only thing in the book, though. The book was so destroyed that all I got was a name.
You said your name was Astrid.
I'm regretting that, but yes.
There's been word of people running into us recently, repeatedly. Did you meet Brother Axel by chance?
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Fornhagi. He was the one who originally said that the god was inside of Undernaut.
Yes, we met him.
I suggest that you take what you told him a little more seriously going forward. Not you, but all of you. I know who you are now.
You're the one that writes the most notes.
You told him about the Terran, the Doomsayer.
Oh, right. The person who was going around being like, the Terrans are coming. The Terrans are coming.
Oh, were the Terrans chasing?
What was that? Who's chasing?
That was the Terrans chasing Zugaltha.
It's all coming together.
And you have you all seem to have a connection.
Yes.
Do you even know what you're wearing?
No.
Armor suits?
No, because we got that from the cave. We got these suits from the cave.
We found them and they looked cool, so we put them on.
These are Terran suits.
Are
They are
Oh, fuck.
Terran suits.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck. Okay.
Oh!
And you know what happened when you all left
Left?
Fornhagi?
No, what happened when we left Fornhagi?
There was no longer a sign of our god.
What?
is that why there's all those underground facilities in Undernaut? Were they just...
Did we take anything other than the children?
Are the children...
Or was it Frank and we killed Frank?
No.
That's not it.
Frank was the god.
What
Frank
if,
was the god.
what if the Terrans are us, the children?
They said that there were signs of their god in Undernaut, and we took the rest of the children with us. And then there weren't signs of their god. So wouldn't that mean that the children were the god? That doesn't make any sense.
We could be the children of the god.
Well,
That's
we're
why
the
we were on
children of
that
the
planet.
spine.
Yeah. Well, the spine could be the dragon. Could be the dragon's spine. We need to find Nadrak. I think Nadrak has the answers.
You aren't going anywhere until you tell me why that light in your eyes sparked when this mural activated.
I think we know how to defeat the Terrans and resurrect Zugalta.
This seems to make a bit of sense. May I join you?
I was actually about to ask if you wanted to come with us.
Then let's not waste any more time. Welcome to the Thumstramantic Order of Zugalta Ayatangan, new initiates.
Do you know where the nearest gas station is?
That's a good ending line. Great ending.
We need fuel.
Oh, she's gonna have to come with us on the assassination mission. We're like, hey, yo, by the way, at the beginning of the next episode,
we gotta go murder someone real fast, and then we'll do this.
Do some quick moida, and then we'll save your religion.
Okay, how do you guys feel?
That was a great one.
I'm ready.
We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Nah. It's all coming together.
We didn't fight anybody.
Yep.
But we still almost died.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Okay, thank you all for listening. Please join our Discord at bit.ly/failed crits, all lowercase, no spaces, no nothing. You can find our stuff at halfwitpodcast.com, and you can support us at ko-fi.com/halfwitsfailedcrits. And thank you to Wowbit for the use of the theme song, Into the Portal, and thank you to Kevin MacLeod for the use of the ending theme, On the Shore. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say?
Join our Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord.
Yeah.
Come talk to us about things.
Be a fan.
All right, we will all see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
In
Bye.
space.
In space.